Going live. Yeah. What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring gang all day. Ring gang radio all day. Let's go. Wednesday night boxing. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Wednesday night boxing, indeed. But yo, does anyone need to be banned from the bodega?
Nah, we're in a moratorium right now. We're in
right.
We're in mourning right now, and we'll talk about it in a few. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Boots Lima's gonna get some bars for a lot of different reasons. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
It was Fly's Conscious Pot, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff. Three is a crowd, 4 is a maybe. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Conscious Pie, still elevating, still remixing, still doing this thing, elevate above the clouds, you dig? But yeah, man, we gotta, speak on some things tonight, saying a little boxing, a little music, but especially before we get into that though, we just heard about the unfortunate and unexpected passing, of a music legend. And I think, we all agree that he is a legend. Of course, we talk about D'Angelo.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, he passed away. His manager, I think, confirmed he passed away from pancreatic cancer. And it's just like, and like I say, it's because I mean, honestly, everyone has their own private battles and everything like that, though. But it just literally, but they came out of nowhere, and it's safe to say that the music world is absolutely shocked by this, and much less, never mind his fans and everything like that. And it's just like, D'Angelo was like, I mean, if I think you do, it's crazy that it kind of takes someone passing to kind of realize how much impact he truly had in music in general. I mean, of course, he had, one of the all-time great debuts, for an album, in Brown Sugar and all that, and I'm just like, it's just like, geez, like, and of course that, I mean, pretty much he's pretty much spearheaded the whole neo soul movement. Like, I mean, like if you think about the neo soul era, that was an R&B. Although, I mean, if we'll talk to some people,
yeah, I mean, he spearheaded it.
He had to be the male. I feel like the male voice of neo soul like started with him at neo soul. I mean, am I wrong? It feels like
no, you're not wrong. Like you're absolutely not wrong. Like he basically made R&B. Now I'm not saying like the R&B at the time. I mean, it was still good. It was great and everything like that. But he made it very chill, very like
like back to his essence. I feel like back to his essence, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and that was like that's how a lot of the whole neo soul era was. With the other artists that would come that would come.
I mean, he spearheaded the movement for neo soul for men, because like I think around the same time, like I think the 3 people that you could give like really a lot of like for the neo soul that credit them is D'Angelo, Lauryn Hill, and Erykah Badu. But like really,
what about Music Soul Child, nigga?
Yeah, Music Soul Child, but really D'Angelo spearheaded it. Like he's at the top of the movement.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, he broke. He didn't he write the Black Man United song before he even got on, before even his first album. He wrote that Black Man United song with the super group.
Yeah, he did that too.
Yeah, you will know.
Yeah, I mean that. If I get to that, I mean, because I remember that shit got plenty of play. Like that shit used to play.
That's like, a classic, nigga. Like
classic, yeah, though.
Yeah, that's like niggas was like teaming up to fight Thanos or some shit. Like they just went to the booth.
That was like our version of We Are the World. Kind of.
Yeah. Fact. That's the best way to explain that shit. Like you will know. The R.I.P. D'Angelo though.
Yeah, no. Between Brown Sugar is damn near neo soul version of Illmatic. If you want to get like a good comparison about that, because that album was a beast. Like I own the extended version of Brown Sugar, which has a lot of like the extra joints and stuff like that, like the extra, like the Lady remix, like the Brown Sugar remixes.
Yeah,
with Primo and AZ.
Yeah, Primo AZ, and then the remix of Cool G Rap of all people. It's just like. Like
That nigga D'Angelo, he respected rapping, man.
Watching the interviews yesterday, like some of the old interviews, like he really he loved music. Like that's the thing that he named Prince Parade his favorite funk album. You know what I'm saying? That's so obscure and random. He named the Prince best album Parade and shit. You know, it's just kind of like what happened to like artists really learning the game, studying,
being fans of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do I think the best word to kind of describe D'Angelo, like in his talent, he was anointed because and like dude, like I said, his primary influence was Prince because he was the type to read the liner notes of the albums, and I used to do that shit too because I thought it was fascinating. But he saw like how much Prince did, like literally did his albums. He like really did everything. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do everything. He even learned how to play guitar just so he could actually do the shit. Like and he came great at it. And like dude was your artist, which kind of led to what happened to him after the second album, which is again it's a classic, Voodoo. Like that shit is a classic. Although truth be told,
Voodoo was great. Voodoo was just as good as Brown Sugar. I prefer Brown Sugar, but Voodoo's like right there.
Some pick Voodoo over. It's like some pick Voodoo.
Although truth be told, though, that damn Untitled video, like that got too much fucking play.
Hold on, I don't watch the video because that video is crazy.
But that shit was a diabolical video.
Like, when I was like 11 years old. When I was 11 years old, I used to turn the channel.
The song is classic, but that music video I'm not watching. Right.
That was a diabolical video. And truthfully, D'Angelo ended up hating that shit too because every single time dude would perform that song, the women would go crazy and tell the nigga to take his clothes off. And shit like that.
He didn't want to be a sex symbol. I felt that's why he got away from music, like this, because he women found him super attractive. So like in that kind of
exactly. He didn't want to be a sex symbol. He just wanted to be a dude that made music. I mean, dude's like, I wear glasses, I play video games. I'm not no damn sex symbol, and that's why he took that big like hiatus from music. Like, well, of course, he already made a lot of bread and everything from it because like he produced everything, so he got most of the bread from it. You know what I mean? And then he came back with Black Messiah, which was a crazy album. That was a dope album. Come back with and. And it's just like he didn't lose his touch or whatever. But we're like Anthony Mazzella. That's a good word to use. Multifaceted artist. Yeah, you're not gonna get a multifaceted artist anymore that actually does music on his level. You won't because either music labels don't want that because they want like microwave shit or whatever, or someone that will actually kind of stand on his principles and be like, oh look, I'm only about the music. And
you can't control niggas like that.
Yeah, you can't control like Prince. I mean, Prince was the same way. Prince hated people sampling his music. He hated sampling in general. Like he thought that shit was soulless. Like you sampling my music. I mean, he only allowed it for like a few examples, like MC Hammer Pray. Like he didn't like any of that shit. He didn't like digital shit, none of that. So I was like, D'Angelo was like in that.
Get over yourself, nigga. Damn.
What's that?
And I'm like, get over yourself, nigga. Damn.
Yeah, exactly. The shit was crazy though, but But
I understand though.
Like I said, there's some musicians that are just hardcore with it. They're just like, they don't like any of that. This like,
Like Shaka Khan be mad when niggas be sampling us because he rarely like it. Mm-hmm. Then you see how Mariah Carey don't like nobody singing her songs. Like, but I guess when you on that level, it's like. Niggas don't even look at it as flattery. It's like annoyance.
Yeah. Shaka. When Shaka was talking about Through the Wire, how she hated.
I mean, if I was Shaka, I might be low key annoyed too that people made my voice into the fucking chipmunks. Like,
yeah. But even though I'm sure the royalty checks that she gets from that song are crazy, so it's not like.
Yeah.
It's just like Rick James. Rick James didn't like rappers sampling his shit because he thought it was offbeat and shit until he got like multi-million dollars from MC
Hammer checks.
Yeah, and then dude kind of went on a binge and ended up in jail in a couple years after that, and that's Rick James shit. Like he did things, but D'Angelo's like, and funny things too at the time, like this passing that he was reportedly working on another album with Raphael Sadiq. So we're gonna probably get a posthumous album out of it,
Who was D'Angelo?
Yeah.
Please just one because I'm not listening to a Big L album. Like I'm sick of some of the posthumous. I mean, shout out the Mobb Deep one was dope, but I don't need to hear posthumous albums nonstop just because there's some shit in the vault.
I mean, what if he got enough? What if he got if he got the amount of music? Damn, bro. Like,
yeah, true.
You was sounding angry and shit. Like,
I mean,
only released one album, nigga. Like, fuck that.
Because he got three. Because he had 3 albums. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't bash out his legacy. That's all.
I mean, I'll say that. Someone like him, I'm pretty sure was doing music, like recording music, like all day, every day. Like, I don't think he was just.
That's what I'm saying. Damn, Pilot, you a fan? Like,
yeah. I mean, let me
make sure I tell all my producers, like, yo, when I die, don't put nothing out because my niggas is gonna be like, nah.
Whoever's taking over the estate, don't bash out your legacy. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, Prince has boatloads of unreleased, and he didn't want that shit unreleased. He didn't want that shit released, but I think once that his catalog got into the hands of, I think because his sister was his executor, and then his sister passed. Now I think you're getting more of the unreleased Prince albums and shit like that he made. It's just like
because my only thing with that is like some shit's unreleased for a reason,
right?
Then some shit's unreleased because you never got to it, like never got around to it to put it out. So it's like I kind of feel what Pilot's saying, but I kind of don't.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, if as an artist, I think, the best thing you want to do as an artist is try to give something to, give more things. Because I know fans. Elvis Presley has unreleased shit, and dude's been dead for how many years? Like, come on, like.
Because I feel like if it's a completed project that you just ain't get a chance to put out, then yeah, release it.
Yeah.
But if it's like just random songs, then I'm kind of like. Unless they're just random fire songs, like for example, I'll give you Tupac, Troublesome 96.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that's like we would be hating niggas forever if they never put that out.
But would y'all consider Machiavelli a posthumous album?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah, it was.
It's right on the borderline. Like you knew that was coming, but.
Yeah. It was completed before he died, but it was.
Yeah, it was completed before he died. That's why I don't really consider it like a true posthumous album.
Yeah, and like and the thing is, he had video shot for it and shit. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you had Toss It Up, fucking
Live and Die in L.A.
Live and Die in L.A. Fucking I Ain't Mad at You.
Yeah,
so that's a little different.
He had video shot for the Outlaws albums. Like, he had a lot of.
I ain't gonna lie. As a youngin', the first couple Pac albums that were posthumous, like I was young and I was like, damn, this shit's fire. I didn't even realize, it was really technically posthumous.
Yeah, but I think it was the Pac albums that kind of, like it shows the good and the bad of posthumous releases because the first posthumous albums, they were good. Like you could tell that. They had some good input.
They didn't try to remix shit too much either. They kept it more to the original sound.
Like when I was young, that Baby Don't Cry, Gotta Keep Your Head Up. That was my shit.
Yeah. Once they went to the G Unit shit, like in Eminem particularly.
Yeah, they bastardized because that's when it became the whole remixing the songs, and it's like the beats, like what's it like? Even shit like Lil Homies, like
the
original sounds fire. Why you have to change it? Even though the remake is decent, like why? Like that's the come on, man.
I do like never call you bitch again. Even I like the second version better. But
there was that. And
what the fuck, man? Shut up, nigga. Like,
I remember they changed Hell for a Hustler and
that too. So that's the thing. Like me personally, I'm like, if I recorded it this way. Like, I want it put out this way, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But then I understand, like, I know, like, I put shit out or I recorded certain shit a certain way. And then Clanarchy done remix it, put another beat that I never wrote for. Then the world hears it as that. And so they'll never know the difference if I don't say shit. So I get it. But that's the nigga who, like, at least that's the same producer type shit. It's not like, like if Timbaland originally produced a song and then he comes out and says, you know what, I'm gonna put the Mad Skills vocals on this beat.
Yeah,
that's different than Pharrell making the beat first, and then goddamn, what's his name? Ant Banks or fucking Manny Fresh gets it next.
Yeah, exactly.
Or DJ Quick remixes it. Like, nigga, come on.
Yeah, like posthumous albums, they work only if the original producers are on them. You have competent people actually mixing down the album, because this is what killed the DMX's final album, because I think Swiss Beats had it, and Swiss Beats can't do that type of shit. And it was like half bad, half good.
He can't take the direction of the album. Swiss Beats, give him 2 or 3 good songs, whatever. But then let somebody else, like a Dane Priest or whatever, like control the damn, like the skeleton of the album. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. So
be like the executive producer type nigga. So yeah, I feel you on that.
So yeah, I mean, I'll say this thing with Raphael Sadiq. I mean, even whatever they have, I mean, I'm positive Raphael Sadiq will do justice, and actually complete the album just the way that him and D'Angelo wanted it to be. So
I mean those are two, like, you use it loosely, but those two are literally they're musical geniuses, and ain't no dispute about that.
Yeah, of course. Like they should be able to come up with some fire, or I mean, they should have, R.I.P.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's the same. And frankly, too, like just like the videos I've seen of it, I've seen Mos Def was crying on his live. Lauryn Hill, who barely says anything about other like musicians, wrote a long ass paragraph, and and posted a couple throwback pics with them. Like,
blows my mind. Jill Scott, she tweeted the day before, shouted him out, and he passed away. Then she tweeted today. They never met. I was like, that blew my mind that Jill Scott and D'Angelo never met. Like, that's just wild to me. That them two never met.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
I would have thought they would have. Yeah, I would have thought they would have.
I mean, we never got a Jay-Z and AZ song, so hey.
I mean, didn't when she rose like to prominence, he was kind of a hermit. He was kind of
away. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a hermit by that point. So I could.
You would have thought that they paths would have crossed somehow.
You would have thought they would have been on some kind of show together, or some kind of.
Yeah, exactly, or at the same party or event, studio session. I mean, if Busta Rhymes knew both these niggas, I'm sure he would have got that together. Like, like I don't know, but. It's crazy, like shit like that happens. Like I know people who have like siblings, and they've never had a whole picture, like a picture with all their siblings in the same picture.
Like, I know people like that too. Yeah, because sometimes it's too many siblings. Like, I mean, both my parents came from big families, so on my father's side there's pictures, but on my mom's side, no.
even with like the whole family, like if it's the mom and the dad, like either one of the sisters is missing, one of the brothers, like damn, y'all niggas ain't got shit. But I mean, y'all all live in the same house, like, well, goddamn, like. But nah, this should be like that though. So, but yeah, man, the D'Angelo like musical legend, like it's been a hard year, 2025 for some deaths, yo. Like,
especially for some.
He's just another one.
Yeah, because I know. I mean, shout out, unfortunate condolences to the son of D'Angelo and Angie Stone, because Angie Stone passed away like 7 months ago, and
that's crazy.
In a mysterious type of accident, type of conspiracy shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It is kind of sus. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of
that shit was sus as fuck. Like. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I know, like shout out to the son. Hope he just keep being strong, holding it down, because that's crazy. Mom and dad in the same year. Like
I just hope he has a good foundation around him to kind of hold him up a little bit.
How old is that kid? Is that kid pretty old?
Yeah, he's in his 20s almost. Okay. Maybe even 30s. Maybe
he looked just like both of them though.
Right. More
like you can tell that's their kid. Like
but it's just like a huge loss though. But I'm glad though, at least the music world is kind of giving him his flowers, not just in R&B and rap, but rock too. Like you see all people across different genres.
His son is born in 98, so 26, 27.
Okay. Yeah. But I kind of feel like, I know sometimes we don't give artists like DMX to really get his stars. I feel like D'Angelo did kind of get his for the most part, he did get his flowers in a sense. You know,
I thought DMX got his flowers too, nigga. Damn.
I thought DMX definitely got his flowers before he passed. Like,
you know what it is? I think because people remember like all the fall off moments and the crazy moments he was having, and so they don't like they forget about the true flowers. Because remember we had a whole episode with him in the damn verses.
Yeah, like honestly,
you're right. Yeah, kid, the verses got his flowers. You're right. Yeah, the verses kind of.
Yeah, and then just other shit like the memes, the different videos, like just the and he was still getting love at the shows and everything too.
Him rapping Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and shit like that.
Yeah, like niggas putting him over the fucking Reading Rainbow theme.
Yeah. I think DMX the versus definitely got him his fight because that versus was. I mean, that's like a top 5 verses, like him and.
Yeah, that's so legendary. Just and shit, the leading up. Remember we fucking talked about that. He was on the Locks last album.
Yeah, he was
in the video and everything. So it felt like okay, they brought back that feeling.
Yeah.
So it's I would say he got his flowers, but like I feel it always feel like it's never enough because you don't think niggas is gonna leave. So
yeah, exactly. And D'Angelo, I mean, he was only 51. Like, you know, that's way too early, man. But pancreatic cancer, man, that's a motherfucker, man. That's a cancer that, you know, you have to accidentally catch it early in order to have like a 5% chance of surviving it. Like,
the longer it goes, you're done.
Yeah,
it's the most deadliest.
Yeah, it reminds me of the story like with Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs actually caught that shit mad early, but he decided to go the holistic way. And, you know, that was a wrap. You know, like, you know, so it's just like, yeah, it's a shame though. Like, you know, D'Angelo, we
gotta get these checkups. I'm trying to get a checkup in next month. So
see, the thing with that pancreatic cancer is like there's not like a marker. Like you have to kind of. You know, the doctor has to kind of look at your brain.
Because a lot of people don't show the symptoms, so that's what make it difficult.
Yeah, that's.
But if you got insurance, man, and you could afford it, go to the doctor, go to your checkups, do all of that shit. Because then nothing worse than a person who just wastes their insurance, man. Because when you don't have it, and you got to pay out your pocket and be struggling, I'm telling you, like you don't want to be there. You got some life-threatening shit going on.
Bro,
you can't go to the fucking doctor because, well, you know, something's $400 for this, and like,
I was there in my 20s when I kind of aged out of being on my mom's insurance, but I didn't have like a full-time job. I was in grad school, so and then of course that's why I picked up my neck injury and shit like that, and having to pay out pocket for some shit, that shit was hella crucial, bro, like
crazy. So like. And it's like niggas get used to that, and then after when they finally start getting good insurance, they're just used to paying the money, and they forget about the routine of going to the doctor. It's like, nigga, you earned it now. Like, go. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like shit. Like, but that's all. I mean, like, it's sad, especially like that. There's like, it's no letting up. I feel like there's like a major death every fucking 2 weeks now. Like,
yeah.
And what Diane Keaton passed away too? Like
Diane Keaton. Yeah, I mean, she lived a long life. You know, I mean,
that's true. But
so much in my 90s, like Kobe, fucking Coolio. Like I can go on and on about how many of my fucking when I was a kid that made me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just gone. It's crazy. This is wild. Yeah, I know that's life. I know it's life, but shit. Yeah, I know you got to meet your maker, but it's just kind of it's kind of trash.
Oh, what up, Anthony? What up, Marquise? My bad. Just notice y'all in here. Salute.
Let's see a couple of questions. I know I'll go focus on the music questions. Would D'Angelo doing a feature with Beyonce make a lot of sense? Yeah, I mean they knew each other. Like they actually. I mean I wouldn't be surprised if there's probably unreleased stuff with those two. Like. You know, D'Angelo and Beyonce definitely knew each other. Like, and then, are there any Biggie that you guys wish they released that wasn't ever released commercially?
Oh,
damn. Yeah. I mean, there's some part of life. Some songs of Life After Death. Hell yeah, they get like you get every shit. Yeah, there's definitely some joints on there that I wish they could have. They could have
just made that a whole album, one single album. First of all
right.
that.
It's still one of their double discs, but yeah, if it was one album,
no, it's not. It's decent.
It's one of the better double discs, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean,
Compared to what, nigga? Not no fucking Yuck Mouth, nigga. The what? What? Art of War.
I'm taking LAD over to Yuck Mouth. I'm sorry, that's me though. I'm just taking over.
Nigga, and you a West Coast nigga somehow? Like the fuck?
I was for East Coast. I was for the most part. Yeah.
Well, nigga, don't let this nigga bully you. Fuck out of here. Stand on that.
I ain't bullying this nigga. Like, oh my god!
Like most people consider it a classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's this nigga talking about?
Niggas be like, man, because it's sonically, man. A lot of those beats on that shit was mid as fuck. Like, god damn, there was some mid ass Bad Boy production on that album.
There was a little bit of filler to me on that for sure.
Like, geez, a little bit of filler. Like, nigga, this is the same era that produced fucking I Know It Girls. Like oh, horrible shit. Like, nah, like you ain't got no song as whack as someone like, man, that thugged out, man. That nigga Yuck this. That nigga just spitting. Hard ass beat Tone Capone on the board, man. Rap a lot, niggas, man.
Yeah. I mean, the difference is, I mean, obviously, Life After Death is a known double album, whereas Yuck Mouse is you have to know it. It exists for the most part.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, we're in gold, and you know, there's a lot of heat coming out in '98 type shit. I think when they came out '98, I think, but but whatever. You know, a lot. Yeah. You know, but see, that's the thing. '97 was kind of weak compared to '98, so.
Right, but the '97, like, the big artists dominated '97, which is but '98 was just like again, it was a new.
Everybody was coming through like fuck that. I got some heat. I got it. Like '98 was more like '96. '97 was '97.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was a cool off period where like only the big names had something to offer. Like I think what was the damn like the Biggie, the Mace.
98. You talking about 98?
98, Nick. Like, I'm talking about 97.
Oh, 97. Okay.
Yeah, Marquise
97 was the Marquise. Yeah, like the 97 was the off season. Like
I think Volume 1 came out, right?
Volume 1, 97. Yeah, Mace 97. Like a lot of shit. Like the only niggas from 96 that dropped in 97.
97 before it's Dark and was hot was like the shiny suit. Everybody was it was a glittery.
Yeah,
that's the thing. DMS came out in 98 though.
Yeah. What I'm saying is from 97 to about that time period till the DMX dropped, there was a lot of bubblegum shiny shit.
Yeah, no,
of course.
I hated the shiny suit era with a passion. I hated that shit. The
only shit you had to offset it a little bit was damn like No Limit and like a few other fucking like Outcat, like other shit like that, like them type niggas.
When Juvenile dropped 400 degrees? I think something like that.
That was like 98. That's what I'm saying.
98.
That's what I'm saying. Like Yuck Mouth dropped the double album in 98 where there was like everybody was dropping heat.
Because 98, speaking of 98, Lauryn Hill, she dropped with Miseducation, Aquemini, Volume 2. So
so much of what 97 was like. Only like a few big names was like really controlling the game type shit. Like
true.
Yeah, 97 you kind of had to kind of like 97 was pretty much the boom bap era was winding down, unfortunately, because
Chinese was at its peak.
Yeah, because Puffy had to make all these niggas get jiggy. And I've ranted about that before, so I won't go into that rant again. It was like you could like Capone and Noriega was probably the last grimy boom bap classic that kind of dropped from that era before Puffy.
Yeah, that's true. Like
and then 98.
NY. You and I got beef. I got.
Yeah, Marquise. Yeah, a lot of goofy Hype Williams videos. Yep.
Yeah, that shit too. That shit was dominating.
Nah, but my joint, DMX, Method Man, D'Angelo, Break Up the Makeup was my shit. That was a Hype Williams video. Shouts out, that was a classic.
That was in 98 too, ain't it, or 99?
That was 98 too, yeah.
99, yeah. Because 99 had some heat too, though. Like that shit was still, you still had more carryover than 96 had to 97.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because 96, the only niggas from 96 that was dropping in 97 were the niggas who felt they didn't get enough attention in 96.
Yeah, because 96 is one of the GOAT years. I mean, 96 is one of the GOAT years in hip hop. No, I mean, no, Reasonable Doubt dropped 96, but
and like no one cared like that. That's why he had to drop fucking Volume 1 right after that.
And then Volume 2 in 98.
Then
like,
Volume 2, where he actually
like
Volume 2, where he actually blew up in Volume 2. Like, he actually,
then it was like, okay, like y'all niggas gotta get this one. Like
y'all gotta give him
I feel like it was like a boxer that he kept losing split decisions.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck. They finally get it right the third big fight or some shit. Like
hell yeah.
But yeah, no, that's how that felt. Like, yeah, 97, like certain regional acts were getting nationwide, and you still had like the big heavyweights, you know, but yeah, it was a different year where 98, everybody was coming through. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, 98. I mean, Nori was a fucking top rapper in 98, and niggas don't. You see Nori now, and he's doing this podcast shit. But 90s, but in 98, that debut, you couldn't avoid him.
Yeah, that first album, even though Nori is not really to me a great rapper, that he was pretty big back then. Pause. He was,
but that first album ain't no fucking classic though. Like, I hope niggas need to stop with the revision his history. That first album is not. It's very good.
It had some bangers, but it wasn't no classic.
Yeah, it had some, but it ain't no fucking classic. Like, nah.
It's what you would call an era classic, because if you put that in,
you can get away with that. You can get away with that.
Because Nori was coming off a street classic, an actual classic with, you know. Yeah, and then
if you want to call the CNN first album a classic, we'll let you get we'll give you that. But hell, I thought the fucking the second CNN album was better than Nori first album solo.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while, but yeah, I don't listen to that as much as I did the first. Because the first
I haven't gone back to it in a while, but like, I remember fucking with it when it first came out.
Yeah, that Nori had some interesting albums.
CNN, The Untouchable. I mean, they had the Fire song with Premier. I haven't heard it in years though, but I think I gotta replay it tonight. But CNN, Untouchable.
Yeah, you know, I might have to, because now I mean, of course, we'll talk about the Mobb Deep album in a little bit, but now I might have to go. I might have to run back a couple of Nori albums, which something I never really.
I've been running back albums. The fucking I ran back Mac World War III, his second album off No Limit. And
I got all of the Mac albums, man.
That shit is classic. Like, every song goes, like every song hits, and it's like. The production is like, cause I know a lot more people know about his first album than the second one, but the second one is really the better album. Like, that's just like, if niggas wanted to call that classic, I wouldn't even refuse. I wouldn't even argue that shit, cause
like I said, I own those Maxes because I thought Mac was snapping on some, like, oh shit, this motherfucker is really rapping.
Versatile, like he had the whole street shit on lock. He fucked with like the hip hop angle. He had lyricism. He was thought provoking. He had different styles. I was like, and he didn't even. There was one song, I think they went at Pastor Troy for the damn, the Weed Ready, and they switched it up. And like, fuck it, they didn't even allow Silk to even rap on that song. They just let him talk at the end. Like, I was like, even Master P rapped on that. He was like, you know what, fuck it, like, nah, this beat too hard. We don't need Silk fucking this up. I'm like, damn, okay, like. So they knew not to fuck up this nigga album. So like, that's crazy, because they had that nigga Silk talking for like a whole minute on that shit. I'm like, you know what? They knew what they was doing. Like, Mac told one of them niggas, like, yo, don't let him get a verse. Like, let him hear the song with it already being done and just had a beat.
Right.
I seen niggas do that shit.
Baby, and also we might do a show later about albums that we should probably revisit or some stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like that's one of them. And that CNN, the reunion. People always forget about that song. This and Lil Kim is like is on their album.
Yeah, then like they squashed that beef, so that's part of the reason why. Like, I don't even remember it like that.
Yeah. But I say it because that's what led up to Lil Kim getting locked up and shit. Like, the whole, but people forget, like, because over the years some people think it's like it's a Foxy song, or is it like, nah, like the shit came from here. I just hip hop. Anthony Mazan, Nas or Jay-Z. Nas, like, come on, what the fuck? Like Nas by like landslide almost.
And Anthony, your question about MTV not showing videos. I mean, they already been not doing that. Like, it's just like, I mean, pretty much like once YouTube came on there and then there was the box and shit like that, I mean, I rarely watched MTV. I don't think I've watched MTV for music videos in probably close to almost 20 years. Like, it's just like MTV decided when they wanted to do reality shows and shit like that, all types of reality shows, and they forgot. And it was.
But that's when they started having all those multiple channels, and they just had one channel called like MTV Jams, and they would just play videos. Like,
MTV.
That's
Jams.
cool and all, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, but if you're gonna just take away that, then fuck it. Like, is it really MTV anymore? Call it RTV.
Yeah, I'm saying like it's just the same thing with BET.
I took the music away from music television. Like.
Yeah, and you basically took the black away from BET, but that's another conversation. It's a whole nother conversation about that.
Yeah, like y'all niggas whack. Like, hey, what up, Claire? What it do? Hello, Ring Gang. Been a long time. Hope life is treating you great. Yeah, it's cool. Could be better. Could be worse. But we in here. I mean.
We in here. We still talking our shit. Music.
Yeah, we rolling with the punches and throwing them bitches back.
Exactly. We will definitely touch upon the Mobb Deep album a little later in the show, but definitely get some boxing talk in because there's definitely some bars that need to be spit for one Jerome Boots Ennis, in his fight last weekend against Lima, Now, fun things too is we didn't do a preview for this fight because let's put it this way. 154 is the one division in boxing where casuals even know like who are the main dudes in that division. Like, never in the hardcore, of course, they know another level. Like they know who are the strong B levels and even the C levels and shit like that. And Lima was not in any of them. He wasn't a B. He wasn't even a C. Hell, I mean, we're hardcores and we didn't know.
He was maybe top 25. He was maybe 20, 25. I mean, if you want,
that's hard saying that in 154, bro. Like,
no, I don't think it's because, and truthfully, it might be
like you couldn't be more unknown than this nigga. And this is the thing I hate when people kept trying to do the reverse psychology, like, hey. Just because you don't know him doesn't mean he's a bum. He's skilled. He's that. Like, shut the fuck up. Look at this nigga.
Yeah, and I think part of it is probably because the new WBA 154 champion, he got on Jake Paul's show. He beat the shit out of a PBC stalwart in Yoenis Tellez, and he became champion. But however, that dude has actually beaten a world champion before. He's actually had world class experience with fighters that are he's actually had that world class fight. Lima was known by losing to a domestic UK fighter, by decision. That's
and it's like, and that's barely even known in that fact, in that sense. So that's the thing. Usually when somebody's a certain quality, there's some type of quality blip in their career that you could trace back to. Even with, I remember we was talking about the Tim Tszyu and Murdalayev.
Yeah.
Like even Murdalayev had the Kolke win where you know what I mean?
Aaron McKenna is pretty decent. He's a middleweight that just beat Liam Smith. So it's not
he's a domestic fighter. I know, but that's. But
Liam Smith is like been around for a while. Now, when did this happen? When did he beat Liam Smith?
That was one of the big cards. Hold on, I'm check the card. That was on the Hold on, I'm on it right now. That was on the
he did beat Liam Smith though.
That was on the first Eubank Ben. That was on the first Eubank Ben card.
You know what? I slightly remember that.
That was the Coleman.
But still, man, damn. Like,
that was where McKenna should have got Liam out of there. He was beating his ass, but he didn't stop.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but still, man, like even that said, Lima still ain't like he's almost like an Arthur Gregorian style opponent. Like if you got to go back to, well, he beat Shane Mosley in the amateurs. Yeah, like he was like a grown ass 27-year-old fighting a 16-year-old or some shit. Like,
right.
Fuck out of here.
And even more, and I get it, like Eddie wanted to kind of make his, hey, this is 154. but 154 has too many live people in that division that they could have easily picked. Anyone would have a lot easier. Everyone American.
They could have just fought Blair Cobb at 154.
You know what I'm
and
noticing
that would have
though.
been better.
You know what I'm noticing with Eddie lately. Due to I know Ben Whitaker's fighting some random person we never heard of either. It's like he's like doing some cheap shit, low ball, like giving these guys low priced opponents and relying on Turkey for those matchups. That's what it seems like to me. He's not trying to break the bread on these, on his cards and trying to make Turkey.
And that sucks.
Yeah, and that's why I go. And of course, it doesn't help Boots' arguments because for the most part, in certain situations, like when Boots and Brian Norman fell apart, I mean, it was pretty much it was like Norman's team that kind of dropped the ball on that shit.
Yeah,
but then Norman rebounds by getting better fights, and it's
not really. Like it took a while, but the thing is, he kind of stayed the course and kind of showed everybody, like, look, man, I'm destined for bigger things. I didn't make the Boots fight, but I got 2 KOs that kept coming, and look, I got a Haney fight, which is kind of in my advantage if you're looking at it. I mean,
he's got the most intriguing, important fight in boxing to the end of the year, I think, in that fight.
Yeah, but then Boots had that for the beginning of the year with Stanionis, like
and then
it's like Boots fucks up it's his fault. Boots fucks up that momentum by fighting this Lima nigga.
Yeah, and I feel like he didn't really because he did what he got him out there in the first round. He didn't really ruin him. He kind of he kept the mystique in a sense. But
the thing is, it's not like is Boots going to fight again this year?
He should be able to, but probably he won't. Probably first quarter.
But probably not, right?
Yeah.
So, dude, literally, and it goes back to what me and Pat be arguing about all the time. Like, if you're fighting 3 and 4 times a year, a Lima fight is okay. But these niggas is fighting once and twice. And to have a nigga on this prime momentum, his level of trajectory, and to only fight twice. One of your fights is Stanionis, which was okay, well deserved. We like that. We wanted to see that. But then you have another fight, Lima, and that's just a first round fight, bro. And it's against a nigga we don't even know like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, like, bro, and now you're gonna sit on the shelf.
The card overall was ass. So, there was no good fight on that card.
Well, I'm not looking forward to anything if Boots Lima's the main event. Like, the fuck? Like, come on. Okay, which would have been better career-wise for Brian? Hold on, wait. Let me. I'm kind of missing what clear he was saying. Hold on. Marquis said that man squared up like a shopping cart.
Yeah, he sure did.
Hey, them shopping carts, ain't one of them shopping carts injured Keith Thurman?
I mean, he was so squared up that he got hit by that wild Shoryuken uppercut by Boots. That pretty much ended his night.
He did the one with Ken, hits you and you get on fire. Like he did that wide angle shit. Like, yeah. Which would have been a better career-wise for Brian Norman? Get KO'd by Boots in a shutout or boring decision loss to Haney. Get KO'd by Boots in a shootout or boring this.
I mean, now losing to Haney by a decision is much better for his career long term than getting knocked out by.
Not really if you're losing to this version of Haney. But lose a boring decision to the Haney.
Read the comments. Read the comments. These Haneyacks are going crazy talking about Haney's gonna stop Norman. Like, what the fuck are y'all? Niggas ain't been. These niggas weren't even in high school when they were in middle school when last time Haney got a knockout. Talking about you going. Yeah, I'm just saying. So.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that one. Like, if Devin stops Norman, then people got side-eye Norman something serious. Like, there's no question about that. Like, now if it's a cut eye stoppage, cut eyes happen in boxing. It's gonna happen. But if this motherfucker really gets knocked down and shit like that, then yeah, that's a problem for Norman. Like,
hold on, by Haney?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he gets beat up by Haney, is worse. But even a boring decision is worse. If he would have went into a Boots fight and had a little shootout that went 5 or 6 rounds where he kind of clips Boots a couple times, but Boots just overwhelms him and takes his best punches, and he gives us a little memorable scrap, that does more for his career than losing a damn boring ass fight with fucking Haney.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he's a big dude. Career. He's a big dude, but he started at lightweight, so yeah, it would be a bad look.
You know, so I mean, with Boots though, like I said, I mean, he's clearly above fighting the Limas of the world. Like, and that's the thing, they put that shit in Philly, and Philly, although they liked the knockout, it wasn't given. They didn't give him nothing excited to like. Okay, I'm gonna be there. Like, okay, let me just go. So you know,
because it's an opponent. It's like they're taking advantage of the hometown crowd. Yeah. And another thing. At least Brian went to the smoke for Haney. With Boots, he didn't want to fight the Haney fight. He was trying to make Haney fight at a weight Haney never fought at before. It was some shit that fell out over the weight.
It was like 152. Like 152 was the catch.
Which was,
and it's like, bro, like 152. It's like, nigga, like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah. And frankly, like you can tell Boots is the goods. Like he's talented. Like dude is incredibly talented. And is at 154, like he can't be fighting Limas like that. Like Eddie's gonna have to kind of get him in the mix with some real 154 pounders, and actually, because no one is gonna pay to see
what's the bare minimum. So y'all, what's is Barral the WBA champ that beat Tellis? Is he the bare minimum of next? You know what I'm saying? Is that like the bare minimum?
Well, that's the play, because for the WBA in its infinite wisdom decided to make that fight for the interim belt for whatever the fucking reason. You know, and so Boots has this interim belt. So the play is, you know, to fight Barreau next or after Barreau fights whoever his Mando is, which you know, so it's like
overpay that shit.
Yes,
see, that's the thing, man. Boots is going to be fighting two niggas back to back that don't even have a real strong B-side name.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's like that hurts the career too, like.
Yeah, and I get it, but I mean, because I know most. I mean, Boots. I mean, obviously, you know, go after a Fundora, go after, you know, fucking
Zayas.
Yeah, or Zayas even. You know, Zayas actually has more of a name, and Zayas is probably the easiest. Yeah. He could take a belt off Zayas.
Zayas, I ain't gonna lie, he's still a one-hit wonder until proven otherwise. I know he was a crazy performance on.
Yeah, but it was the one hit he had, nigga. Damn, like the nigga had a can't touch this type of song, like. Yeah, the nigga had Ice Baby, nigga. Like
now nobody wants to fight him. Now it's like, you know.
Yeah. Murtaza is the current boogeyman in boxing right now because, you know, like. I mean, he's stopped two fighters that never been stopped before, and brutally. So it's like, you know, yeah. So I mean,
that one hit wonder shit. Hey, man,
I gotta see one more. I gotta see it one more time again. That's all. I know it was.
Nigga, you need I guess the third time is a charm for some of you niggas. Y'all need to see
one. The zoo.
One more.
I don't count the Colque shit. No, I don't count that shit.
What the Colque shit? Colque is one of the most difficult fighters. Like. Yeah, I mean, no one is beating that guy easily. Like
we never talk about Colque on here. Could I? We don't ever talk about Colque on this one.
We talked about him a bunch of times on here when we had to bring up, Andre's resume.
Yeah, like Colque gave Andre trouble. Colque nearly
gave Derbinchenko trouble.
Yeah, and he's one of the people that was actually boxing the shit out of Derbinchenko. Derbinchenko had to like you know, was like almost in trouble against that guy. Yeah, Colque
really.
Yeah, Colque is a difficult fighter. Like like there's like you can't like
even his stance. Like I don't know, like it's just so unorthodox the way like even the pace he sets in his fights. It's like he could box, he's scrappy, he's physically strong, but then you could overwhelm him, but you can't overpower him for too long. Like I don't know, like he confusing, but
yeah.
To ice him is like that's top work, but
yeah, Colque is one of the few German fighters from that era that actually is probably underrated, more underrated. He's that's what I'm saying. Like he to knock him out is like, you know, like it took a while for someone to actually kind of drop him. You know, so it's
that's what I'm saying. And then to knock out Zoo, who's been a buzzsaw through the division. It's like, come on, like I mean, like. I'm not too impressed by it because I knew it would happen, you know, with Zoo, but I know niggas like Pilot who was, you know, touting Zoo. I mean, I could understand you don't want to give him too much credit for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, and it's pretty much just the reason why. I mean, like I said, dude, was making a living just off step-asides, and then finally people were, oh, so that's the reason why Mel was paying all them damn step-asides for, because basically it works in Mortad's Leaving fair, because now they know that okay, he's with the shits, like he's a difficult guy to fight, and
usually what the case is, any dude who usually been getting a step aside for some bread, when he finally gets his chance, he usually makes the most of it. Like, because it reminds me the Alvarez nigga who, when he beat Kovalev the first time.
Oh yeah, LDR or whatever his name is.
Yeah. It's like it might not kill it for long, but they'll kill their moment.
Because I used to follow the rankings. Murtazalia was ahead of it. He deserved a shot before Zoo did. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how long it goes back where he was getting that step aside shit.
Yeah, that's exactly, and it's exactly why. Like, dude, I mean, like because like I said, he used to fight on the PBC dark matches and shit like that, like the ones that are non-televised. Like he used to fight in all them shits, and he was always like the wondering why he was stepping aside, and then he made the moment, like that you could have built a better way of actually giving yourself a rep than he did. Now people don't want to fight him because he's dangerous.
Now he ain't fought since he killed Costa's son.
Well, I mean, he was injured before he had surgery, and then now of course he's trying to fight Josh Kelly. So, that's.
I mean, if it's to stay active, I mean, because you got to see the difference is with Boots and Murder Live is like niggas don't really want to fight Murder Live. No. Like niggas want to fight Boots.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like Boots is the one that's being the more diva-ish, difficult guy to really make these fights.
But I feel like Virgil don't want. I feel like Oscar and Virgil they don't want to. They're not in a rush to make. Because Oscar just made a tweet about saying WBC belt first. Like I feel like they don't want. I feel like.
But Virgil been fighting better opponents. When the last time Virgil had a tune-up?
No, but I heard some niggas say elite competition. Virgil has not fought elite competition. I don't care how you want it. Which
neither one of these niggas.
Yeah, I'm saying neither one really wants to smoke to me. To me, neither one really.
Virgil definitely fought better. Like dude. Madrimov and Bohocek.
I agree with
the
that.
fucking and Antonio Araco. Fucking who else? The Maurice Hooker, Mean Machine. Like Virgil Ortiz resume is damn good actually.
No, but he's still got it. Almost 3 years old. Never has a belt yet in 3 divisions. So it's like kind of
man. That's Oscar and them dumbass niggas. Like bro.
Yeah, that's Oscar.
I can only fucking. Dude, look, that's the same thing. Look what happened with Kirkland. Kirkland, he never got his shot when he was supposed to. He always got fucked out of his own momentum, whether it's by his doing or promoters doing.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that happens to guys. And sometimes it could be racial. Sometimes it could be other reasons. I felt with James Kirkland, it was racial. And, but he was also a difficult nigga outside the ring, though.
Right. Exactly.
So I don't want to just blame it all and absolve, but like I just feel like they was trying to kind of get him beat after a while once the Angulo shit happened and everything.
And I mean, of course, they tried with the Tapia fight, and because Tapia was brought in because Tapia was the prospect.
Yeah.
And Tapia, unfortunately, ran into the last good version of Kirkland and got himself ruined. And then they put him in with Canelo at the time with Kirkland. They offered him money, and him and Ann were beefing, and we saw what we saw, and then Kirkland was the Kirkland that we all knew was pretty much done after that fight.
And they waited the situation out and shit. Like they didn't strike with the moment because they never had no sense of like doing the man justice with that shit. So
and like I said, and boxing works in the way like if Boots and Virgil Ortiz don't fight in 2026. Like I said, I mean, Boots has already shown cracks in his armor. Virgil has shown cracks in his armor. They're not unbeatable guys.
Yeah, these guys aren't.
But one guy has been made to adjust, and hence having the better opponents.
But these guys,
while another guy hasn't.
These guys aren't good. I mean, they got talent, of course, but both these guys aren't great enough to marinate it enough where I think it's going to happen at middleweight. But I feel like it's like, is it going to like? Are you guys good enough?
I think they can if like because this is the thing. Like nobody is like over their head at 154 right now. Like I feel like Virgil Ortiz is 50-50 with just about anybody at junior.
Do you agree, Shutter, real quick, because you're kind of high on Virgil? I think we're all high on Virgil. The Ring announced the rankings today for 154, and they had Virgil number 1 over Sebastian Fundora. Do you agree with Virgil being number 1 in the rankings?
Yes, only because he hasn't been knocked the fuck out. Like, yes, like, yeah, that counts for something. That's just like the one nigga who was putting Mitchell Lewinsky, Mitsubishi over Golovkin. Like, yeah, all the lineal this, that, but once you get knocked the fuck out by Roy Jones leftover, knocked out by a nigga that Roy Jones handled, it's hard to put you above somebody else, even though you might have more successful this and that, whatever. Being knocked the fuck out in your prime hurts your career. Like, you literally almost have to have 2 or 3 more like excellent performances to kind of clear that out. Like, remember, it's not like did Fundora ever rematch this nigga?
Hell no.
No, he's a champion. He could make that fight if he want to, or at least call it out and be like, hey, I'll take less money, whatever. I just want to get this back. And I like Fundora, bro. I'm a fan.
Mendoza kind of, him and Bohacek, I feel like they both kind of peaked. Even Shalom Madrimov, he might have too. Like, both those guys' run have kind of like been stalled,
because the war of attrition and everybody's beating up on him and shit. But that's still fun. Like, that's still Fundora work. The nigga still got one over Fundora. Like, Fundora had he beat Zoo twice. But nigga, that's Zoo. like, I get it. Like, but you haven't, like, okay, you beat Thurman. Now we're kind of like, okay, like, it ain't enough, but I'm gonna be like you. We're getting there. I need one more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just use your own breakdown, your own shit.
I mean, he has been showing improvement, but then again, it's only really been Zoo. I don't really count that Booker shit.
Yeah, like, come on, like a nigga who just jumps in the fucking punches, like, bro. All he had to do was like, well, if he ran into my elbow last time, how about I could just get my distance even better and have him run into some shots?
Yeah.
And what happened? Nigga ain't last fucking 8 rounds, with 9 rounds. When that shit ended, like,
it was like 6, ended in like
6 rounds. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So that doesn't tell you all you need to know right there. Like, but yeah, like, he bounced back. Yeah, that's commendable. Yeah, because he's the one who put the first L on Zoo. And then he knocked him, like, yeah, but if you can run the Zoo fight back, nigga, run the Mendoza fight, nigga. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, Virgil Ortiz, I do look at him as the number 1 guy at junior middleweight. Yes.
I just feel like Boots and Ortiz needs a belt on the line. That fight is, it
don't matter, bro.
It needs a real belt. I'm sorry. I feel like that it needs.
I mean, these niggas need to fight then. Like, nobody else is fighting each other enough to really, like, make shit happen.
I remember I was the one who argued that they needed to fight at 147. And I think Elby, you're the one that said the belt's on the line back then for 147, if I'm not mistaken.
I did remember. I think Lukey, shout out to Lukey, because Lukey was on the show, and he was like, "Yo, this shit needs to happen now. It don't need belts. Fuck that." And
I agreed. I was like, because I wanted to see a prospect fight like one of these. Yeah.
And I was the only one who was like, "Nah, fuck that. This has potential. It could be. Oh, we're here now, nigga." And it's like, I hate to say it, but Pat and fucking Lukey were right, because it still doesn't seem like this fight has gotten any closer. Neither one of these niggas have an official belt. Like, they got interim joints or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So it's like, god damn, just make the fight already. Like,
well, I mean, Boots technically at least is an actual world champion, and he's actually unified belt. And I mean, he has that for him. Ortiz, though, we need to get him an official belt. Like,
and I get that, but I feel like Ortiz is gonna be the Jamel Charlo of the division somehow. Like, he's the guy who, just like Mel, was beating all the contenders for a minute and just being around for so long. Until he, like, finally gets his shot. I mean, but even then, I don't know what the fuck Oscar and them doing. Like, Ortiz has everything to be a popular motherfucker, and it's like,
I mean, it's either that
it's not there.
I mean, it's either Oscar or Oscar's gonna wait for Turkey to order the fight, and he's gonna, Oscar pretty much Turkey pulls Oscar straight. Oscar's gonna do it. I think it's, and I'm pretty sure Turkey probably wants to see the fight. So eventually, at some point, he'll probably tell Oscar, okay, I want to make this fight, that type of shit.
And look, if they fight, that's a Netflix main event. That's the one type of Netflix main event we need, where it's two undefeated guys in their fucking Ross Clot prime. Whereas okay, this guy's past it, or okay, this guy's he on some Richard Nixon movie theater shit, movie star shit, or this nigga he's this, or this nigga's a governor here. No, just like two niggas who just box in their fucking prime. That's it.
These guys are in the late 20s. Like I know I'm not comparing to them, but Leonard Hearns were 25, 23. Benitez and
that's
Leonard
what we need more of. I'm tired of niggas finally having their best fight at 33.
Benitez and Leonard were 23 and 21. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. That's for a title and everything.
Because boxing was boxing back then, nigga. Mm-hmm. Like if you wanted that work, you ran and got the package.
Work. Yeah.
These niggas be the what's that nigga on Hey Arnold? They be the fucking stoop kid.
Yeah.
Like they wolfing on the fucking porch, man. Jump off that motherfucker. Like, god damn it, nigga. Like, that's what's happening. And remember, niggas fought more often back then.
They sure did.
So it was easier to goddamn kind of have like match up trajectories for fights where
but niggas could lose. Niggas could lose.
Yeah, but they'll make it up by fighting 2 more times this year.
Yeah. And fighting contenders.
These niggas lose this year. We lucky they get back in the ring in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at what happened with Peter Quillen? When Peter Quillen lost, like what happened?
He was done.
Like niggas disappeared. I give Zoo his credit. He lost. He got back in there, lost again. Now I was like, yo, chill.
Yeah, he had to chill. Like that was like,
fix some shit, nigga. Like, don't even come back. Like, like put the controller up. Like, do your homework, nigga.
But yeah, no. I mean, Boots. I mean, obviously, Boots at 154 is good because that means none of the excuses at 147 exist. Like there are better fighters. There are no fucking Barrioses and Rollies and all that other bullshit.
Yeah, but dude, man, niggas like Boots, and just time will say if I'm wrong or not. They just seem like they just always gonna have a problem making the fights we want to see. Maybe it's Boots, maybe it's Eddie Hearn, maybe it's fucking both. Mm-hmm. But somebody here, there's some disconnect with, making better fights. Mm-hmm. Like maybe because shout out to what's his name on Kali Knicks fan. I think that's
Knicks man.
Knicks man, yeah. He said something about maybe they're hiding a flaw. Like they know Boots could get clipped by somebody who could really hit. Mm-hmm. So they're kind of mad at, making him move around guys who weren't really punchers. Or he didn't go into say that, but right. Just moving him around a certain way. But I feel like he's like Boots has fought enough punchers. Like he's fought dudes who could, crack a little bit, like who could punch. I'm not saying he's been fighting damn David Lemieux or anybody, but you know what I mean? Like, that's David Lemieux, but still, like.
No, there's some selective matchmaking going on. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with him for the most part, but I just think like his flaw is something where it's like you might not really see it until he gets to a better or level opponent, because he might be the guys like in the sense that I say like Crawford, Mike Tyson, Golovkin, Cotto. What I'm saying is those type of niggas always handled their easy work.
Because even the uppercut, when he landed the uppercut, that dude Lima hit him with a straight right where he didn't roll that fucking punch. Boots, I don't know if you saw it in slow motion. He didn't roll that shit. That shit landed flat.
He got caught. And he gets caught like that a bunch of times. But I think Boots has a chin for the most part. But it's against, and it's still world-class niggas because he's been caught in little exchanges like that like all the time. Like, but the thing is, it's like it's really hard to say, like how bad it is because these niggas can punch. And they're clean shots. If he had no chin, he would have been got dropped or hurt in one of these instances.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this in the 2 Karen fights. Karen was landing the left hooks like in both fights, like over and over.
The low key, if I remember, low key Avanesian might have dropped him. They didn't call it, but there was like in the 5th or 6th round, David Avanesian hit him with something, and they said it was a slip, but it looked like it was kind of like a little, I don't know. But either way.
But yeah, I remember. But nah, I feel you. So it's like, and Avanesian could punch a bit. Like he's not no feather duster, so
yeah.
It's like some niggas just they're on a certain level where they're not gonna have those Wilder Eric Molina moments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just be honest. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they're not gonna have those type of moments because they're either so talented, so gifted, so superior, athletic, whatever. Where even they can make broad fucking mistakes, they just not gonna lose to a nigga like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Boots is just one of those niggas. Just like we shit on Buster Douglas, but Buster Douglas, because 80s was different, man. 80s was like the damn 154 division right now, but just with coke. Like any given Sunday, a nigga could just hit the right plug, hit the right button, and he could just fucking fight his ass off.
Uh-huh.
So it's different calling Buster Douglas a bum as opposed to calling some of these niggas that fucking Boots fighting bums and shit. Because it's like he just handles them the same.
Right.
So I don't think you're going to really see, just like most fighters at that level, like Postol took Bud the distance. Beltran took Bud the distance. Fucking Madrimov, like, you're going to have to really get to those type of quality guys. And they might not necessarily be dangerous enough to beat Boots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Pat kind of named it with the Karen fight.
Mm.
But then that doesn't show us anything because
Karen stopped the dude in two rounds over the same weekend, last weekend too.
Yeah, I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Karen got to fight.
And Boots kicked his ass twice.
But Karen got to fight somebody that we heard of. I'm sick of the bums in Germany. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all I'm saying. Like that's the thing with like Boots. We're not gonna. So the point I'm making is like Boots with like doing that selective matchmaking for Boots doesn't really help him anything or move the needle because we already established he's the type of guy who's just not gonna he could make mistakes against these type of niggas and he'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, Boots. In the end of the day, he has to fight. I mean, he's in a division right now where he cannot fight good competition. Like 154 is. I mean, regardless of what it's a very well-known division, and there's still a lot of sharks circling there, and he's gonna have to get in the mix with some of those sharks.
Yeah, and he's gonna start taking the blame if he doesn't. Like we bitched and moaned about the Lima fight. Okay, that's out the way, done, old news.
Mm-hmm.
But going forward now, like you got your one, nigga.
Yeah. He said two tune-ups. I'm like, nah.
No, we're not gonna accept 2 from this motherfucker.
Yeah. That's why I asked, what's the bare minimum? Like a Boss Baru, the guy that beat Tellez for WBA, is that the bare minimum? Like that's so fine. All right, nigga. All right,
if it's for a real belt, yes, fine. But it's still the same. It's still the same shit, but it has a 0.5 significance to it with the belt. So, but the thing is, that would be better if that fight was this year. Waiting again to maybe March or April for that fight, and then maybe getting another fucking first round stoppage against some other nigga afterwards, or now they'll fight Blair Cobb or some shit. When it's like, damn, that fight would have been better last year, but now if we get that fight and the Virgil fight next year, that's great. But if we don't, then fucking what?
Yeah, exactly.
Are y'all gonna want to see Boots fight Boacek or Madrimov? No, but that's what we might get. Do y'all want to see Boots fight Brandon Adams?
I mean, it would be a fire fight.
I wouldn't mind it, but not. Do I want it? Not really.
Thank you. So it's like the same shit possibly might happen again. And honestly, a Brandon Adams fight is a better fight than fucking Lima.
Yeah.
Even like I said, even with the Blair Cobb, because the thing is, Blair Cobb will talk the fight up. He'll put more butts in the seat than a motherfucking goddamn Lima will, especially if you're running a fucking another Philly fight. Like you gotta make the hometown fight seem like events.
Yeah.
If you don't, he's like you wear out your welcome. Cause now it's just like it feels like a bum in a month club.
Yeah, and I mean, even in hometown class could only take so many like they had. I mean, when they got Avenesian, cool. Like they got, but then the Karen fight, it's like okay, well he didn't get him that time or whatever, and then he won. But then of course he didn't win. He didn't unify in Philly. He did it in Atlantic City.
And that's it. He needed the damn the Stanionis fight in Philly if you're gonna pay him that much money, and you do. So it's like. Like just like how the overseas niggas do that, but they keep having all these hometown fights, and then like kind of like Ricky Hatton did the Zoo, like he brought Zoo over there at his time and all that shit. Like
you can't fucking. I mean, like 3 of his last 4. I know one was in Atlantic City, but the 3 of the other fights were in Philly. Like you can't keep spamming that shit against people. I know Philly's a boxing historic, one of the most historic boxing cities, ever, but. You can't keep spamming random niggas that they never heard of against Boots in his hometown. I think that's why ticket sales were lower than the last 2.
Exactly. Yeah. At least Avenesian, he's been on TV before. You can produce better highlights for him. He has a name.
He got knocked out by Bud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he's been around. Like you can't really say that with fucking Karen. Like, as a matter of fact, it almost became a joke because when we're talking about the fight, niggas is like. Wait, why y'all keep calling this white dude Karen? Like, what did he do? Like, no, that's his fucking name, bro. Like, we're not being derogatory. His fucking name is Karen. Like, so come on, man. Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, there's really no plan. Like, just big names get talked about, and then we get Lima. Big names get talked about, then we get so and so. Like,
yeah, and like I said, someone's gonna have to show and prove. And like I said, Boots is still in his prime. He's still young, but he's
obviously good, but none of the niggas. He's not gonna fuck up against the level of niggas he's always fighting. That's the whole point. Like that's why it hurts to see guys like them just get older and older year after year before they make their fight. That's why my whole thing on the Kali was with the whole. He's literally replaying Crawford's career. Like, Boots would be like, damn, 31, 34 when he get his big fight. And it's like, I don't want to see that happen again. Nigga, like, come on.
Yeah, like
not at no 154. Like,
yeah, like there's more than enough. Like, like Boots. Boots needs to be vocal. Like, if you want to get the WBA belt, it's whatever. But yeah, like. That should be your minimum because at least he's a champion. But after that, you got fight top champions or you got fight contenders. Like you gotta leave the D levels alone. Like Lima,
and just be more active. Like even if you're gonna just be knocking up these B levels, get these KOs. Like you need to fight 3 or 4 times a year if this is the end result.
Exactly.
Like at least you'll just stay buzzing as a household name. Like. Niggas would look at you as like the Jeff Lacey kid that just gets all the stoppages. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that until a big fight comes along. That Golovkin did it, like you could do it, like Crawford did it, like bro, like that's the, you know what I'm saying? But just be more active, nigga. Like, damn, if that's all you're gonna do, like, we would talk shit either way.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the Philly card, like I said, I mean, it was what it was. It needed some more fireworks on there, which it did, except for Guido Villanello. He produced some fireworks, like I mean, he beat dude down in 5 rounds, and that was cool. But yeah, it just
he's still getting opportunities. Damn.
Yeah. That's another. I mean, that's the like Guido getting the opportunities that he's getting. It's disgusting, and of course, I made sure I tweeted that Johnny Rice's victory over him was aging well because, like, come on, like, what the fuck,
Yeah, I seen that Johnny even responded like, yeah, like the my security job. I was like, no.
But like I said,
travesty in boxing. Like you niggas throwing money around. Y'all want to make something right. Y'all get Johnny Rice on one of these motherfucking cards, man. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually disgusting that he takes the 0 of 2 prospects, but he's blackballed while the ones that he beat they're still getting these opportunities on all these cards, for whatever fucking reason, And Villanello's now he's calling out Anthony Joshua like every other heavyweight calling out Anthony Joshua to fight him in Rome.
Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Get your rematch, bro. Anthony, nigga. If he gets that fucking fight, I will lose my fucking shit, nigga. Like, I will lose my fucking mind if Guido Villanelli, whatever the fuck, gets a fight with Anthony Joshua. Like, I will literally, I would just lose it. Like, I'd be like, what the fucking fuck of fucks, nigga? Like, how?
But it's just like, but it seems like he's the only one that actually had that serious motion on that matchroom card or whatever. So it's just like, come on.
Yeah, so this is basically a failure. So the bare knuckle fights and all this other shit are just gonna just keep eclipsing Boots in his hometown.
Yeah, no, like Eddie needs to do needs to do better by Boots and not to abuse the hometown privilege affiliate. Yeah, I mean Boots has a
some niggas hometown, bro. Like,
yeah.
How did have you beating up on these random heroes no one gives a damn about? Like, honestly, it's getting to like how Clarissa Shields fights be. Like, you fight these random European women no one knows you ain't gonna throw back at you type shit. Like,
but I mean, the only difference, at least Boots gets rid of them for the most part.
I give him that. But goddamn, but they both make us wait a year or 8 months between the fights to do it though too. Like,
right.
And we get the same song and dance. Are they the greatest? And da 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 da. And yeah, that's it. Like we tired of that shit. Like damn, Boots.
But I think we gave that particular fighting card some
too much.
Yeah, but
honestly, like Pat, I know this is an inside joke, but this is almost like the dude with the 2-minute breakdown or over the 45-second video.
No, right.
Because that's just what we did, nigga. Like, like nigga, like the fight was 1 round. Why y'all talking about this nigga for an hour? Like, nah, we was cooking though. Fuck
yeah, because it's one of those things about boxing that needs to be called out too. Like, I mean, like stuff like that needs to be called out.
I mean, all the media outlets, like all the notable media outlets are talking all about it. So we can drop some bars on it.
Yeah.
Nah. It's like I could explain afterwards, like off air, but yeah, like that's basically what the gist of it is. Like, giving too much time to shit that's like ain't worth the time.
Yeah, but it's
a slow week though.
We only do it because we do think we want. I mean, obviously, we want Boots to actually, be something. Like Boots clearly has the ability. He has the potential to be something more than what he's currently doing.
No, I mean, we want him to carry the mantle. Like they're trying to compare him to the Bud and the Roy Jones. Now that Bud's getting old, they're trying to have him fill the void, but we need a little bit more, before you.
You start giving niggas the crown and shit.
Yeah, no, but that's basically what it is. Like it'd be worse if we just fucking ignored it and just like it's like, but it's just like, come on, Boots, like we know you're better than this. You could do better than this type of fighter, like and shit like that. Like
especially when you're doing it once or twice a year. It's like, bro. Mm-hmm. Like at least you on some Daenerys shit and fight 4 times a year, you're just gonna be. And he was doing it against world class niggas, so I don't like. Like if he could get 4 world class niggas in the ring in 1 year, like you can't get 4 bums, nigga. Like damn, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I ain't even trying to call these niggas bums, but I'm just saying, like.
Yeah.
Like, just get more active, everything, man. I'm tired of this damn bullshit. Niggas keep calling you the best, but hyper selective ass matchmaking. Remember, he didn't want the T.O. fight either.
Yeah, no, he did not.
And it's like, damn, like at this point, fucking knock that racist out. Then he couldn't even do that for us.
But yeah, the boxing in October, unfortunately, kind of segue into something else. I mean, obviously, the PBC card with Fundora and Thurman got canceled because of a quote unquote hand contusion on Fundora, which, you know, first of all, you hear that, it was just surprising, like, oh damn, like, you know, it's not Thurman, you know, because that sounds like a Thurman ass injury. So it's just like, you know,
but wanted to switch it up, even if it's fake, and it just because of the low ticket sales, they still needed to switch it up. Like nobody wanted to just have the collective eyes rolling for a Thurman injury. So
but you know that's what it was. You know that shit was just because the tickets weren't selling. That's, I mean, come on, it's pretty obvious. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and that goes to a whole different combination because, like I said, not everyone can thrive on pay per view. Not everyone should be on pay per view. If they don't have the baseline to even like actually been built up to be a pay per view star, much less to be like a credible bankable star. And on PBC side, that generation, none of them are pay per view. Like
now, I'll give you. Well, I feel like Thurman is against the right opponent. If you would have brought back Spence to fight Thurman, that's pay per view easy.
Yeah, that's pay per view. Yeah, that's because
Fundora, not quite.
Yeah, not yeah.
Yeah, but that's a pay per view. Good. That's a great pay per view co-main.
Sure, absolutely.
That's a great Netflix co-main, but not by itself.
But unfortunately, like I said, they pretty much now. Because when this happened before with Zoo and first Zoo was supposed to face Thurman and they had the card and you know, Thurman had the injury, you know, Fundora got penciled in for that one and the pay-per-view continued and the pay-per-view happened to be fire and shit like that and it ended up, you know, with Fundora becoming champion. They didn't even bother.
How many sales did that pay-per-view do though?
What's happening?
How many pay-per-view sales did that pay-per-view?
Actually, it wasn't even. It was free, wasn't it? That was the first one. Was a free one, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
I don't remember if that was free or if that was pay-per-view for that one.
Which one?
The Thurman, the Zoo and Fundora one. Was that paper? I'm sure that was a pay-per-view.
That was pay-per-view, but
yeah,
it was really, you know, PBC is now that they're struggling, they be stacking them cards now, but yeah, it was pay-per-view.
Yeah, but for this one, like once that Fundora caught this quote unquote hand injury, they didn't even bother to say, okay, let's see what we can plug in, and they have plenty of time to do that. So you know, so like you can kind of read in between the lines about what happened with that card, and you know, it's kind of getting broken up. It probably won't happen until January, or one's going to be the
co-main for Pacquiao. They're trying to throw in the Pac card, but I heard Pac Rolly is in serious jeopardy now because the gi is off.
Yeah, because Rolly's on the hook to go defend his belt against his Mando.
It does seem like it's a budget issue because in a situation like that, like anytime there's a high profile fight like a pay-per-view, I'm gonna always be paying a substitute opponent to be having a camp as well that you could kind of throw in there. That's a good, solid, maybe top 15, top 10-ish guy where it's still acceptable. And I felt like any Thurman fight, but a Thurman Fundora too, like should have had an opponent like that.
But I also feel like with Giasov, I feel like he's like just trying to get a payday because he's already been taking pay. You know, now that the Pacaroli was supposedly coming to fruition, I feel like now he's popping up because he's trying to get He's trying to get us some step aside bag, a decent bag. I don't know. That's my opinion though.
No, I mean, there's the thing. I mean,
Rolly's so beatable, like, bro.
Yeah,
really?
Rolly's beatable for sure.
And like, if you had a chance, nigga, if you had a chance right now to fight Rolly for a title, you would take it, nigga. Like, come on.
I mean, I was supporting O'Hara Davies because Davies knew what time it was, and this was when Leonard was giving him the runaround, and then Davies had to go sign with Oscar in order to kind of threaten the legal action. It was just unfortunate that Davies. Unfortunately, he dropped the ball against Barroso, and that shit went bye-bye.
And got dropped a few times by the old man, and then got dropped by Golden Boy. Enough for that.
Yeah, exactly. So
he has to stop running his fucking mouth on Twitter.
Yeah, but I won't ever blame a guy not like demanding his title shot as he should. Like and then
yeah. Win or lose, I rather even with Eric Lubin. How niggas was like, man, he got the mail too early. I'm like, hey, when you believe in yourself, when you got the talent he had, why the fuck not? Like that's boxing. I'd rather you do it in your prime and athletic prime than wait till your athletic prime is kind of declining and then you're like, all right, I'm ready to fight these niggas. I'll jump off the porch. Like the fuck. Yeah. We not doing this, stupid kid.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
He said that the no sales variant strikes again. That card was lacking PBC superstars on PB. That was pay-per-view. Oh yeah, he said the Zeus.
I mean, it was a good card. Don't get me wrong, though. But yeah, it was just one of those.
PBC got it. I feel like they stacked the cards better than anybody else. Because Turkey, he stacks the cards, but I feel like it's not really stacking. Like, look, there's a difference between stacking and then just giving main events for no reason. Look, stacking is having like a great main event, a very good co-main or a great co-main, and then having some other very good or good fights underneath it that are significant, but they're like good style blends, like boxer versus puncher. There's no spoiler on this fucking card, first of all. So yeah, I feel like that's what PBC is good at. What Turkey does is takes fucking a great fight, outstanding main event, great outstanding co-main, great outstanding opener. Like no, the opener is gonna be some nigga on the payroll, one of them do boys that he just jump on and one of them bulls. But you get what I'm saying? Like that's not stacking the card, nigga. You're literally the niggas who call that stacking a card the way Turkey does it, like just adding main event, like that's not even how you stack a sandwich. That's like saying, okay, you got bread, you put your Chipotle mustard or whatever the fuck, put some cheese, whatever lettuce, then you put your steak, then you put lettuce, then you put your chicken breast, your chicken cutlet, then you put your fried pork cutlet, then you put your fucking bacon, and then you put your fucking fish cutlet on. Like nigga, no. That's like 4 sandwiches, motherfucker. You greedy son of a bitch. Like stacking is like, okay, I put the burger, bacon. I put another burger on that bitch. A little more bacon. And that shit goes together, not just protein. Like, nah. So that's the fucking difference. Like, if you could make 4 other spinoffs from your card into their own main event attractions, it's not a fucking. You're not stacking the card. You're that nigga who when you go to their house to play fucking NBA 2K Live, you pick the Lakers or the Heat or somebody. These niggas is picking. Okay, I got 96 Dream Team. Like no, but we not picking no. Like I can't pick a regular team, and you saying, okay, I'm gonna pick the '98 All-Star East All-Stars. Like that's the difference, man. But y'all got it. Like niggas be hating PBC. Fuck it, I get it.
I mean, it's not. I mean, but I mean, you have to call this what it is and what they what they did with this shit.
I mean, pimp dying model. I mean, come on now. Pay-per-view is a dying model.
Yeah, I mean, because pay-per-view.
But all these niggas still do it. Like.
I mean, it's the reason why, because the fact that that main event is going to be the co-main for Pacquiao pay-per-view in 2026 is speaks about what's gone horribly wrong in boxing, especially what PBC is doing with pay-per-view. So that should not be a thing in 2026. Pacquiao should not be on pay-per-view anymore. And I get it, he's a draw, like he's whatever, but
because they're treating it like a more serious version of Tyson Jake Paul.
Right.
That's all that is. They're like, hey, look, let's put a legend icon nigga on the main event. Hey, this is serious boxing. He's gonna be fighting a serious guy with a serious belt. But he's infinitely more talented, but he's older now. So and he hasn't been looking his best, but the guy he's fighting is beatable as fuck. Hey, we'll just make this the main event, but the real fight you're gonna want to tune into is Fundora Thurman, nigga. And then we're gonna put so on the we're gonna put Fulton and Foster on that motherfucker too. Them niggas don't like each other. So yeah, and we also gonna add this and like okay, fuck it. If that's how you're gonna give us all these fights, fine.
Well, technically, Fulton and Foster is not going to be under that one. Fulton and Foster is going under Cruz and Roach, which is that again. That's
which is fine. You stacking the card,
and of course you have to make those non-pay-per-views because, like I said, Cruz and Roach.
That shouldn't be pay-per-view either. Like I feel like Thurman Fundora is more pay-per-view than fucking Roach Cruz, in my opinion.
And I don't care how much PPC pushes Cruz. He's not a pay-per-view fighter like that. He has a following, but he ain't no damn pay-per-view fault. He's not a pay-per-view fighter. Like in any such they gotta kind of they gotta make Prime. I mean, I get it. It's probably a budget thing, but that pay-per-view, it's not gonna sell. You can't. It's not gonna sell.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna disagree with you on this, and I don't even want to. This is more like a Pilot type of disagree. Like when Pilot be like, all right, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So maybe the song Jay-Z did, I Know What Girls Like, it's not really a whack song when you listen to it with chicks. Like you know how he say some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It like they always try to treat Cruz like he a star. Y'all giving him a pay-per-view. Fuck it. Let's see how many sales this nigga get. Let's see if he a fucking star.
Again, and then like I said, do that with Roach and see how much to get. I mean, like I said,
Roach been promoting himself all year. He had a big main event with Tank.
I heard tickets selling great though. I mean, I heard in San Antonio, Texas, the Pitbull.
I think you'll do a good live gate. But let's see, because look, okay, if what would be acceptable numbers if that sells 300K on pay-per-view?
It won't.
It won't. But what if it does? What do we say then?
That means the green print works, black versus Mexican. That's all, Tank.
You know
what I'm saying? That means Tank son.
But still, that's you got to give them credit for that, though.
Oh, for sure.
Like so I just sometimes like and I'm just playing devil pilot's advocate here.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just want to sometimes if niggas keep fucking with you, you just got to let them go and test the system, test the program. If y'all keep Roach been promoting himself like he won and and I'm getting this and that because Tank ain't take the rebound, and then Cruz had a good close, same really type of fight with Tank, a good close fight, and he's been on cards and he's been help selling attractions and he's kept his name up there, even though it took him a while because he was having some shitty opponent selection too.
I mean,
he finally kind of got back up there to where it's like, okay, so here, main event, pay-per-view, like, sell, nigga.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, obviously, it could be a situation like the Charlos. The Charlos got a pay-per-view, and as they were, and it sold like 100,000, give or take.
That was during COVID, right? The COVID.
Yeah, that was during COVID.
It was a good card, but yeah, they ain't been in pay-per-view ever since they were back on
until Mel fought Canelo.
But they were on fucking chief support type shit, after.
Yeah, but this is the thing. The Charlos is a little different. Charlos is a weird case, and we've been saying this for years. The Charlos should have really been like blown up superstars.
No, it's lost potential. They let Spence take the thunder. Spence ain't from Texas, really. Spence not from Texas like them, and he took their thunder, and he sold out all the tech. He became the Texas draw. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy how that works.
And they should have been bigger names. They should have really been the Klitschko's for America.
It's all both those brothers.
And they kind of like didn't become that.
I mean, one's double 2-division champ, one's undisputed, but it's still lost potential with them, unfortunately.
Yeah, of course, because this is too much outside drama, too much inactivity. Yeah, so that's a weird case. But like Cruz been like they've been like pushing him like and he's been having a good reaction with the audiences and the crowds and the sales. So if that's what y'all going for, just go for it already and fuck it. Like, you know, and they stacking the card to where I can't be mad at it. So if y'all want to make that pay-per-view, make it fucking pay-per-view. Like, but if it sells, then it's good risk reward. But if it doesn't, then y'all could get the fuck out of here with this Isaac Cruz push y'all be doing. Just keep him as a good fucking regular main eventer or co-main eventer for pay-per-views and shit, and let him be the nigga that you put him on the card because you want the local ticket sales, like
right.
And I have no problem with that. Everybody has a place, but that's like you just got to know where his is at.
Right, and I get that point.
Yeah, I wish Oscar treated Virgil Ortiz like how PBC treat Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, I mean, but then like Ortiz, I have a feeling would fight anybody, whereas Cruz ducks smoke, which is why I can't like him. So it's like
I feel you, but like if like seeing how Ortiz has fought good competition, imagine if you had somebody who's kind of keep pushing him and they're trying to put him on as many cards for as possible. Like, like I feel like he could be on some James Toney shit where a nigga just fighting 3, 4, 5 times a year. Good name, regular name, mid name, good name, great name, mid name. Just being like that's what's missing from the sport, man.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody just taking scalps.
Yeah, I don't even think I don't think any champions even do non-title fights anymore. Like, I mean, if they do, it's like a rarity. I mean, I can't remember the last time I've ever seen a champion not defend his belt like he's supposed to. You know, or just be like, okay, look, I just want to get some work in and shit like that. But yeah, no, I guess we'll have to see where Cruz kind of falls in or whatever. But yeah, you know, but it kind of I know it definitely took the kind of the sales out of October because it was supposed to be that, and then of course paired with Wardley and Parker, you know, and so now Wardley and Parker's probably gonna be the best fight this whole fucking month, you know, until we get into November.
And that's like, I mean, that's a good fight, like in a good month of boxing.
That should be the best
fight.
That should be the best fight in UK, maybe, but that should be the best.
Yeah, thank you. Like. Yeah, he's right. Like, nah, pilot, that yo, salute.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And you know, it's just
that shouldn't be the best fight for boxing.
Yeah,
for the month, like that should be the best UK fight. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, but for boxing, it's kind of like, I don't know. When's Ben Eubank too?
That's in November.
Oh, okay, so you would have won the damn best.
I mean, November stacked because we got that one. We got the Tank Jake, but luckily they got Gary from
Yard.
They got Gary from Russell Hiroka, and they got the super card, the stack that.
And then Ortiz and Lubin. Yeah, November is actually pretty stacked.
Yeah. Ortiz Lubin is a fight that.
Yeah, but October, October
that ain't no 50-50 fight though. Y'all niggas need to chill with that. Like y'all, chill with that. Like that ain't the best fucking fight.
Real quick, you got
Ortiz could make?
You got Ortiz over Boots? Who do you got? Virgil or Ennis if they fight? I'm just wondering.
If they fight,
yeah, who do you have winning?
I feel like Boots get that, but it's 50. I still call it 50-50 because we've seen Ortiz have to adjust and make a world class adjust, just like how we seen Calzaghe had to adjust against Kessler. Paul Williams had to adjust against Margarito.
He's in deeper water. We've seen Ortiz in deeper waters. We've seen Ortiz in deeper waters, basically. Yeah.
And we seen him have to not just be in deep waters. We've seen Devin Alexander be in deep waters and don't fucking adjust. Just fight harder. Which is still commendable, but it's different from fighting harder but changing your game plan and winning. So we've seen Ortiz do that against Madrigal. We've seen him do that against Boacek. Whereas it's possible Boots, like Boots hasn't been able to do that yet with his opponents. He hasn't fought anyone that made him do it. And
he hasn't had to.
He hasn't had to. And it's always hard picking a guy like that in that circumstance against a guy who's just as talented, just young, whatever prime, and he's already been through that, and he's undefeated. So it's not like he's lost and knows how to lose, or he's quit or been knocked out. He's haven't been made to submit yet, and he's already adjusted. That's what still makes this a 50-50 fight for me. Because if very well Boots could fucking adjust to what Boots could be losing the fight and adjusts to what Ortiz is doing and beats him. Right. And that's because and Ortiz has done that before. But Ortiz might be that nigga who makes Boots have to do that. So that's why I can't even count Boots out. That's why I'm just saying it's 50-50. But gun to my head, I would pick Boots.
He might be too dynamic and athletic, huh? He might just be a little too.
And too, not only that, just too versatile and explosive. Like I feel like the Boots, like if Boots get fights behind Ortiz, he could clip him or do something to get it out of that situation. Whereas if Ortiz ends up fighting behind Boots, I don't know all the shit. I don't know what Ortiz could do to change the situation. Like he could fight on his back foot, he could change, but I don't know. Like I just don't know. That's what makes it a good fucking fight, nigga. Damn.
Yeah, like I mean, and that's what
because we've seen Ortiz adjust, but adjusting to something that you've never experienced before. And Boots is one of those guys where like he's the rare boxer where it's hard to get somebody to fight like him because he could do so many different things. So it's like you have to prepare for. He's like a final boss type of character. Like you don't prepare for Shang Tsung. You prepare for Shang Tsung by beating the fuck out of everyone else.
Right.
Yeah. There's nobody.
That makes sense.
There's nobody you could bring in sparring at his size, especially that you can implement. You can implement his style.
Yeah, you'd have to bring in multiple fighters to kind of imitate certain aspects of his style. Like
and then the thing is, you might get lost up in that. You see what I'm saying? Because look how that works. One particular person might be getting the best of you, so you deep down into that style thinking that, okay, damn, what if this happens in the fight and you don't pay enough attention to a different style that the nigga could fight? So it's a challenging thing, though. Just like in a way, like how many niggas can you get to prepare for him?
Yeah. I mean, you can get good sparring just in general, but sparring that will imitate what Inoue does, it's a little different.
Yeah, same thing with Boots. So that's another thing, like where I feel like you could get guys in there that could be like Ortiz or that are like Ortiz. They may not be on his level and offer all the intangibles, but they'll give you the same look. And sometimes the look is what you need to kind of really formulate what you're trying to do. Just like with Pacquiao, ain't too many niggas you can really get in there to prepare for him.
Right.
That's when it comes into watching video and studying and shit. But yeah, good question. But yeah, Boots.
Yeah, no.
What about you? Actually, fuck it. What about you?
Me? I said Boots. Like there's no
Boots. No, I'm on pilot.
Yeah, I mean, I do lean Boots. I think he might just be too athletic and too. Again, like you mentioned, we haven't seen him have to adjust, but skill for skill and everything across the board. Like I do rate Virgil. I think Virgil's a very talented fighter, and he did show in the Boachuk fight he could box off the back foot when he got hurt and everything. And he is well rounded, but I just think Ennis might be too dynamic and too strong and athletic for him, and too quick, to be honest.
Do you think it's 50-50, or you think like Boots is a clear favorite?
It's 50-50, but to me, really, it's like 55-45, 60-40 for Ennis.
I can see that.
Yeah,
it's that big intangible. That's why I say 50-50. But in my head, I can see 55-45.
I mean, as long as neither guys take an L before they actually fight each other, I can see it being slightly like 55-45ish on the odds or something like that, though. But it's just like one. It depends on what intangible that you kind of hold over the other intangible. So.
Yeah, because look at it. It's like we didn't have to really see Roy Jones adjust until like the first Tarver fight.
And 100%
Think
K
about
ratio.
that. And that wasn't even prime Roy anymore.
Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, I give Tarver
prime
credit.
Was like he was already on the decline in his prime.
Yeah, but that was the closest you get to prime Roy in a loss. That's the closest you get.
And he still had to adjust, like, because he never been to that level. Like everything else was just him.
And plus Ortiz, when it comes, I mean, he had the 100% K ratio. Ortiz had the 100% K ratio at welterweight, his career until he went to until he fought Bohachuk and Madrimov, which are true 154 pounders. So it's kind of
yeah. And so we haven't seen Boots have to fight some people that may not be as talented or as skilled, but they got the size and they're just as skilled or talented, like on the level. Like Bohachuk and Madrimov, like especially Madrimov is really talented.
Yeah.
And he was fucking piecing up Ortiz in the first half.
I do commend Boots for not calling out Bud's name. He already juiced up enough clout using Bud and Spencer's name. Good thing you ain't calling them out no more. You don't have to call out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
nigga, what the fuck? Like, you stand ass niggas.
I'm just saying, nigga. Come on, like
that's some stand ass shit to say, nigga. What the fuck?
No, I'm saying, hear me out. Carve your own path. If it happens at 160 and you are the money man for Bud's last fight at 160, all right. But for now, just carve your own path.
What other fights did Bud have that people care about?
Bud don't really have much. That's what I'm saying. But
that's what I'm saying. So why can't he just call this man name out? God damn, you Bud stands are ridiculous.
He's done it so much already. So I mean, carve your own path.
Let him do it again, nigga. Damn. The fuck? Like, come on. What else Bud gonna do? Like shit, man. Like that's what makes it a big fight. And who the fuck is Adamas, bro? Like compared to Boots.
Real quick before we go, do you think Boots is gonna get credit for fighting a 40-year-old Bud? I'm just wondering. Do you think?
Yes.
Fucking Canelo. Didn't Bud just get credit for fighting a 40-year-old Canelo?
Nigga was younger than Bud. Come on,
nigga. Canelo, dude, come on. Don't be like one of these slow ass niggas like with the Canelo isn't old in the ring.
Not a lot of mileage. I've said on here a lot of mileage on the tires. I said that.
Thank you. So it would be the same shit. If not, it might be better because Bud is more highly thought about than Canelo, and he's already used to fighting once every 2 years and shit.
I mean, stylistically, Bud versus Boots is the best fight in boxing. I mean, there's some fights that are.
Didn't act like it, nigga. Damn. Like, come on, bro. Like, man, like, what kind of shit is that, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, yo, King P, does that make sense what he talking about?
No, this is standing into overdrive.
Thank you. Like, I just ain't want to be the one that's like, I ain't want to just make it seem like that. That's just me bullying this nigga. Nah, like somebody else got to see this shit too. Hey, what up, Rob? Because talking about fucking, like, I'm glad he didn't call his name out anymore. Like, he used up enough clout over it. Like, what the fuck? Like who says some shit like that? I was like, yeah, I'm glad that nigga stopped hollering at bitches at the club. Like, you already hollered at 20 and like, no, man, what the fuck? Like, what if it's the 23rd one that give him game? Like, what the fuck? What's like, nigga, come on. Like, that's what that situation is. You know how long Tarver had to call out Roy Jones, nigga?
Long ass time. Took him.
Thank you. And them niggas in the same state, bro. If fought in the amateurs had beef, nigga Tarver was a crackhead at one time, bro. Like he had to bounce back, go through so much shit, fight eliminator after niggas want to call out. They gotta call him out, bro. That's what makes it even better. Instead of getting these promoter manufactured ass big fights, bro. We feel like this nigga's a big fight.
But if you saw some interviews, Boots was coming off as a hitter. I ain't watched the fight. I haven't watched the fight type shit.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I can't deny that. But then it's like, at least I could admit that though. You just also he shouldn't call him out like nigga.
Well, he didn't call him out for a reason. I'm just saying he didn't say his name for a reason this time.
Like, man. Cause niggas probably done got into his head with that shit. Oh, you come off like a hater, so don't call him out. Nigga done probably listen to some pilots over there or some shit. They convinced this nigga like, yeah, man, don't. Did he even call anybody out? Who did he call out?
Called out Lil Charlo. He said he mentioned Jamel Charlo, Baccarat.
He called out a nigga who's like semi-retired.
What do you call it? Baccarat and Baccarat? He called out. I think he said Virgil's name too. He called out the 154 guys pretty much.
He said Baccarat
and Jamel, but
I mean Jamel don't count. Like, look, you're getting no points if you're calling out a Charlo nigga. The only way you get to call out a Charlo nigga if you have an altercation in the streets with them niggas at this point,
like a slap. No, but if
if y'all slap or y'all push each other, like Jared Hurd could call out Charlos, nigga. Like,
I mean, Jamel Boots does sound like a great fight, but I mean, Jamel would have to fight a couple times for it to be, like make it serious, take it serious.
Yeah, Castaño Boots sound like a good fight too, but that nigga ain't fought in how long? And that would still be Boots' best opponent. But come on, like. Let these niggas get back in the ring and look quality. Like, you can't be left hooking your girl thinking I want to see you fight world-class niggas again.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Like, let the Charlo shit just go now. Like, unless these niggas seriously, like, I don't care how many memes these niggas post of animals and boots and shit. And
well, Mel is because I was disappointed. Maul has just been, to me, has been a lost cause for a while. Like, I mean, I've gone in on Maul,
and he's the one that's been active.
Yeah,
and it's still just like, bro, let these niggas have a full serious camp against a serious opponent, or at least decent guy who has a chance, and we'll revisit calling their names out. But let that happen first. That's all I'm saying before, there's. Yeah, call out Baccarat, whatever. Call out Ortiz. Call out the Brandon Adams, but these other niggas, like, call out Bud. But all these other niggas, chill on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't call out no Zoo or no Spence. You know what I mean? Don't no Mel. Don't call out niggas who need to be on injured reserve and shit.
Facts.
Like, god damn, you don't get no point. You'll get points for Pilot for that shit, not me, nigga.
Oh shit. But before we get up out of here though, definitely gotta talk, about one more thing, the music review. The Mobb Deep album. Because definitely got to, Mobb Deep, this is like the latest this is the latest release from Mass Appeal Records, which has been, they've been dealing with more of the nostalgia, releasing albums from Raekwon and Ghostface and Slick Rick and all that and whatnot, and for the most part they've been well received, but I mean in their own way. But the Mobb Deep one, Infinite, which is the final one, because I mean of course rest in peace Project, he died from complications of the sickle cell, give or take about 8 years ago. And obviously, it kind of felt like it was Mobb Deep was kind of incomplete at the time, because their last real commercial album was the G Unit album, which I've gone on record of I hated that G Unit album. That shit was terrible. And then they had the infamous Mobb Deep. They had the one which was more of a Mobb Deep album, less G Unit and shit like that. It wasn't QB like sounding really like that, but at least it was a Mobb Deep album. And it was
nigga, every Mobb Deep album is a Mobb Deep album.
Nah, nigga, like that G Unit shit. Well, I will never listen to that bullshit again. Like, Blood Money.
Damn, nigga, that's your East Coast version of the damn War Disc.
Yeah, that shit is terrible, nigga.
Like fuck, bro. Like this shit ain't terrible.
Nigga has no big noise. Like it has G Unit. It's basically G Unit featuring Mobb Deep. I hate that fucking album, yo.
Fuck, nigga. Yeah, Prodigy would slap you for that shit, nigga.
If he could reach me, but I'm not gonna go.
All right, but you welcome to your opinion of that album. But goddamn,
You know, but Infinite though, because you know when obviously, I mean, Mobb Deep has been
Thank you,
around.
Rob. The G Unit one had joints. Thank you. That's you know what I'm saying. Like Rob, no nigga.
Was Out of Control Part 2 on there?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that song. I mean, that was a high school joint. I ain't gonna lie, that was my high school.
There you go. See, look, nigga, even Pilot got you, nigga. Like even
I don't care what Pilot just say, nigga. This is past Scorpio, my nigga. You act like you niggas. I said it for that shit is terrible. You niggas acting like talking about nah, nigga.
I know because you have polarizing random opinions on certain things that. Yeah, we all universally fuck
that
with.
That was like the second phase of Unit, where they were kind of.
It depends. Like when you like literally, I'm old enough to actually remember the first fucking album, the Kid album.
But it don't matter because like we already proved that wrong.
And that album wasn't that great either by potential. Then you go from Infamous, Hell on Earth, Murder Music.
I mean, I get that, but the age don't matter because
it does matter. Like
with the War disc, it showed that the age didn't matter, dog. It does because KP and Rome, who are younger than you,
Infamous. Hold on,
still rank the album high.
You have to understand. I'm the older god in this. You have to understand. I listen to most of this shit in real fucking time.
Dude, Pilot. All I'm saying is this, Pilot. That video, like that review, like there's certain music videos like we put out over the years that still randomly get comments on them, and niggas be like, nah, what the fuck? Or y'all niggas hating. The G Unit ones get that, and that Ice Cube one get that, and a lot of times because remember on the podcast, I think King P gave it an 8, I gave it a 9, Rome gave it a 9, this nigga gave it a 4. So everybody, we always just like. It don't matter if the age, because if niggas half your age could come up and listen to it and be like, "Oh shit, this is fire! What the fuck?"
But then when the rapper himself doesn't perform no joints from that shit, and I do mean none. Yeah, it's like it's nothing. Like I mean, that's dude. Look, Ice Cube. What the rapper thinks is irrelevant sometimes. Ice Cube performed shit from Peace, and that shit was garbage. You know, but you know
that's why. Sometimes what the rapper thinks is irrelevant. Remember what Ghostface said
War is trash.
Ghostface said he don't even like fucking Iron Man like that.
Was that?
Ghostface didn't like Iron Man,
Ghostface said he didn't like Iron Man.
He was in a bad spot.
And Redman doesn't like fucking Dare's a Dark Side, you know,
because he was super high during the whole time. He didn't really know.
So it's like sometimes what the artist says is their equivalent, like. That's irrelevant.
Ice Cube has never given a reason why he didn't perform War, though.
Best album. You could argue that it's his best album overall, honestly.
Yeah.
Facts. I agree, but I'm just saying that's why I'm saying in instances like that, sometimes it just don't matter what the artist thinks about it because the work stands for itself so hard. Like it's like, nigga, I don't care if like you was kidnapped for 3 years when you was writing that album. That's just fire, nigga. Like I don't care if you don't like it. Like
real quick, Infamous or Hell on Earth? Which one y'all prefer? Because I think they're both classics, but which one do y'all prefer out of those things?
Infamous by a little bit.
Infamous.
Same.
You know, I probably gotta say Hell on Earth.
But... I knew this nigga was gonna be a little different.
Well, LB likes dark shit, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like you know,
Hell on Earth is like
they're both classics.
Like.
They're both classics.
And I feel like Prodigy was spazzing more on that shit, and Havoc was spitting. But
he was. Yeah, I mean, lyrically they were going. Infamous is a very well-rounded album in terms of like it kind of goes. Whereas Hell on Earth is just dark. It goes in dark shit. Like
because Infamous might have slightly better production, or it might be a little more versatile. I don't know. Like might feel like a fuller album. So. But Hell on Earth, I don't know. It's too many standout cuts. Yeah. Although some of the beats I felt like could have been more melodious.
But that's just Havoc.
I guess I'll be that guy. I always somehow find myself playing Murder Music more than Hell on Earth.
Murder Music does have more updated production. I can see that. Yeah, like Murder Music.
I can see that too because Murder Music got more like. Murder Music is more like. The best balance of like Infamous and Hell on Earth.
Yeah, it
has a certain darkness to it.
Yeah, but
it's updated, it's modern, but it has a certain griminess that Infamous had too.
Yeah.
It may feel like I have that sorrow feel because, like, what's that song they had off of fucking In Too Deep? Ain't that on there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's more, yeah, I mean, King P, you know what? That's actually a good opinion. Like, I can't, but that just shows how good Mobb Deep is because you could argue they got, like, I mean, I know Juvenile Hell was their first album, but you could say they have a run of, like, the second, third, and fourth being classics.
3 classics, yeah.
Yeah, at least.
And you can say, even if you say Murder Music's an era classic, it's still kind of you can still almost lean it, argue it for a classic, like how you can Infamous and Hello on Earth. So yeah,
I mean, I thought Murder Music is an actual classic. I mean,
I feel you. Like I wouldn't argue against it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when I look at it, yeah. I definitely can see.
I think most people with the classic, I think it ends with Infamy. Like some people, I mean, I personally loved Infamy. I actually like
Infamy. Ain't no fucking classic though, but they got some joints.
Yeah, the singles were classic. I mean, I know most people didn't like it.
Getaway,
Burn, and of course niggas didn't like that. I mean, Hey Love 112 on there. Yeah, I mean,
I didn't like Infamy. Yeah, the album has some joints, but I re-listened to it like not too long ago, like maybe last year, and I was like, okay, like it was something better than I remember, but it definitely got some joints. It ain't seeing Murder Music though, or the other shit.
Yeah, I mean, it still continued like it was a really good album. I mean, Prodigy was still spitting, like he wasn't. He didn't really deteriorate at that particular point. He was still spitting like crazy. But yeah, I think it's America's Nightmare was the first Mobb Deep album. I didn't think it's not classic at all. Like not even an era classic. It had some joints on it. Sure.
How many rap groups have like 3 arguably classics in a row?
Yeah, not many. No.
Not many at all. Nigga, like
Outkast, but that's about it.
Outkast ain't got no 3 fucking classics in the
most hip hop heads are gonna say they got 3. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna. I know you never really. I'm just saying, most niggas think Outkast got 3 classics.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? God, you know what? Fuck, I can't really.
I'm not even counting. I'm not even counting the one that. The one that made them that went diamond. I ain't counting even that one, Stankonia.
No, I'm counting fucking Southern Player Catalytic Music.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, and I'm counting
ATMs is a classic. Come on, man. And
I'm counting the Aliens.
Equimini? You probably like Equimini. You're a fan of Equimini.
I'm probably not counting Equimini, I guess. But no, Outkast does have 2 classics, but 3. That's where I'm just like, but you know what? It's strong enough to where I guess I wouldn't argue it. Fuck it.
Right. Yeah, no, but yeah, Mobb Deep, you definitely had a crazy run, and then like I said, America's Nightmare.
Yeah, fuck it. Mobb Deep got 3 classics in a row. If y'all gonna give Outkast goddamn 3 classics.
Oh no, I mean that's a given, my nigga. Shit.
Then that Mobb Deep got 4 classics. Then nigga, fuck Infamy a classic, nigga. Fuck that.
Yeah, and then like I said,
I listen to Mobb Deep over fucking Outkast, nigga.
I mean, it depends on the mood. Like I listen to.
Ain't no mood. There's always a mood for Mobb Deep, nigga. When is there not a mood for Mobb Deep?
And I'm a hardcore East Coast, so like that's why I'm saying like I can listen to both at any given time. But
nigga, when is there a mood for Outkast, nigga? Like I'm shuffling and doing Rosa Parks.
Like in the summertime, I'll play more of the shit. Mobb Deep is winter music. Like I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean,
nigga, ain't no winter down here, nigga. Like,
well, that's true. Like I mean, I'm.
If a nigga want to cut the lawn and listen to goddamn head nigga in charge, what the fuck? What y'all want?
I mean,
the new album is dope though.
Yeah,
I like the first song. Mm-hmm. The joints with Nas are dope. The M, the O, the B, the V. That shit was corny, but they made it work.
Easy Bro, like Easy Bro had me looking silent because I listened to that shit before the gym. Had me really looking hard at people, like that shit had to be like okay, like and then this
the Taj Mahal joint is dope too.
Mr. Magic was dope.
Yeah.
and My Era and Port of Henny, like those songs back to back, that was good sequencing because I think those two songs kind of let you know how long Prodigy had actually been in the game, especially when he started talking about I've been with Mary J. Blige, I've been on the tours with Biggie, like I did it all.
Yeah.
That shit kind of hit me in the heart. I was like,
these niggas had beef with Prime Pac. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, like, like you know what I'm saying?
Like niggas been around forever.
Yeah, and it was just great also too. Just because I think Alchemist and Have did Alchemist I think did 3 or 4 joints, Have did 3, and it sounded like a Mobb Deep. It didn't sound like like I think it kind of erased the G Unit shit and it sounded QB, like it sounded like this was like this was supposed to be.
Shout out to Rob. He said none of the verses by Prodigy were AI. Do y'all think none of that shit was AI in terms of the verses?
No. The verses were all from Alchemist hard drive. Like these are true.
I don't think they didn't sound like they sounded like real Prodigy verses.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I didn't really. They didn't sound no manufactured shit. No, like I don't know what's niggas is really saying that.
Yes,
that's the thing. Because Alchemist used AI and he got a little bit of flack for it and just like.
But when did Alchemist use AI? Like, what did
Timbaland is making a rapping Aquafina bitch with AI and shit now.
Well, no, I'm talking about Alchemist though. I know Timbaland's a weirdo.
Yeah, no. I knew Alchemist and Havoc, like
we're not gonna taint this with no AI shit. Like,
but I'm saying I know, like Alchemist and Havoc, like they're legendary producers. Both of them are some of the best. So like, I'm glad they made it work. That's all. I'm glad.
You have to understand. Prodigy has been in the game for a long time. He has plenty of unreleased, like the Mobb Deep unreleased albums. I have bootlegs of this shit. Is like incredible. So
and they even had Free Agents, right?
Yeah, Free Agents mixtape. Yeah,
that shit was fire. Like that was like a double. That was a double album.
That was fire as fuck. So like,
better than Life After Death. But y'all don't hear me though. But that's Mobb Deep just releasing a bunch of shit where they're like, okay, we just got fire shit we need to put out. Yeah. The Free Agents, nigga, here, like.
Yeah, but
when you start, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, Prodigy is if there's a rapper that actually has a lot of unreleased shit, it's Prodigy. Like Prodigy, there's even a Mobb Deep group album that was never released that have completely produced. Like they have a lot of unreleased shit. So in this case, like Alchemist just got the unreleased shit from that period. I think it's from 2011 to his death, which is why the voice, it sounds like older Prodigy. It's not like, the Prodigy that was like dancing over these beats and shit like that. Like you got the huskier sounding Prodigy in this, and it worked. And
the beats fit the theme of their music too. Like
yes, and this is where like the other
was it like how Eminem was doing the Tupac and shit.
Yeah, and truthfully, this is a best way of doing a posthumous album because you've seen bad posthumous albums like I mentioned the DMX, and then you have the good ones like the last Gangstar album was a good one, shit like that. And this one, you can tell like everything the beats it fit a theme, it fit a mood, and it was mixed incredibly well.
The hooks were good, the beats were good.
There was a big Noid.
Was good.
Shout out Big Noid. Big Noid opened the track up, I think, and he killed that.
Yeah, shit. Big Noid.
Big Noid still be rapping fire.
Yeah, Clips was on there, and Clips then again had chemistry on that. Clips spit a quotable, like especially I think Pusha did the C Murder punchline and shit there. I was like, I had to run that back. I was like, oh, what did that nigga just say? Hold on, let me run that back. Yeah, I mean, Clips they represented on that shit. And I mean, Raekwon and Ghostface Killer, they Clear Black Nights, they represented on that shit too. Like everyone just came with their A game on there. And I mean, even the lead joint Down For You with Nas and Georgia Smith, like Nas, had three appearances on this shit. Every single one of them were everyone were fire as fuck.
Yeah, Nas Penn, shout out Nas because he's the one that's doing the whole Master Appeal thing, and I think this is probably the best overall Master Appeal drop. I feel like out of the Nas's thing this
year. Yeah, by far. Because I mean, the Raekwon album was good. I liked it. The Ghostface one was too. It like you could tell it was just a whole bunch of joints that were just thrown together, which I hated. I hated.
It should have been called Supreme Clientele too.
Yeah, it was just basically it was just the name they gave it to them just to kind of give it the buzz, but the album definitely was not Supreme Clientele 2. I mean, at least it didn't remind me of the original Supreme Clientele. And then I like the Slick Rick album, but I know it was actually good to me, but you know, some of the mixing was kind of off on that, just slightly on that one. But it was kind of low in some places. But I enjoyed the album though. But this one actually felt like this one was like a complete album production wise. Like Prodigy, like I mean, it felt modern. It felt like Prodigy was still here, like he was kind of speaking from the grave type of shit. And that it was and that's what made me like I've already ran that Mobb Deep album at least like 4 or 5 times already. Because that shit is like you kind of miss that type of sound from Mobb Deep. You kind of miss the Mobb Deep sound.
Yeah, I heard it 3 times.
What's that?
I said, nah, I'm like, yeah, I done heard it 3 times. Like, yeah, I listened to it I think after Pilot said it was good, I listened to it, then I listened to it again, and I listened to it again today. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it is quality. Like, I mean, if this is gonna be like the final quote unquote Mobb Deep group album, like, yeah, I'm glad at least it goes out with that one. I mean, although I'm pretty sure there's probably gonna be some more unreleased shit. That'll probably be released because, like I said, Prodigy's been in this game for a long time. Like, I'd be surprised if there wasn't any like acapellas or anything like lying around in either Have or Alchemist or whatever that doesn't have it. So, but yeah, no, Mass Appeal definitely got one with that one. And I mean,
1 through 10, nigga.
1 through 10. See, I can't say it's I actually want to give it a 10 because I enjoyed this album a lot. Like, I didn't. There wasn't anything that I considered weak.
I give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 because I gave the Freddie a 10. I gave the Clips a 9, so I can't give either one of that. So I'm gonna give it a solid 8. That's my.
The Mobb Deep. I mean, is it better than the Clips album? I mean, I enjoyed the Clips album. I didn't give it a 10.
I think I maybe listened to it more than the Clips album, but maybe the Clips was spitting better. I don't know, but the Clips had that Kanye sound. Like the Clips album was dope, but then I feel like the Freddie album was even better than the Clips album. So I don't know. Like, so out of that whole bunch, it's probably like the Freddie, maybe Mobb Deep. I mean, but maybe the Clips over the Mobb Deep.
Yeah, but
a little bit.
I mean, I think guess this it might be in the moment thing.
All of them better than the Raekwon joint. Ghostface joint I like, but it didn't fit the mold of Supreme Clientele 2. If they would have called the Ghostface album a different name, I think it would have been better received.
Yeah, I mean, and I like the Raekwon album.
It wasn't bad. Like I thought the Ghost album was dope, but
I mean, I fuck with the Raekwon. I thought Raekwon was spitting that album, but it wasn't like. I mean, and I do think the Raekwon was better than the Ghostface album. So it's like,
Damn, I like the Ghostface better than the Raekwon album, but the Raekwon album was still good though.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe because I like the beats on Ghostface album more than the songs on more than the beats on Raekwon, but Raekwon joint felt like a more of an album where Ghostface joint felt like a best of type shit.
Raekwon. I think because Raekwon was spitting crazy. Like he was still like Raekwon's voice over. He sounds good over a lot of different type of production, even production that's not up to his lyrical standards. So that's why I fuck with it. Like he was like he was spitting crazy to me.
Lobster and Mac.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite joints that I heard this year. Whereas Ghost was, it felt like more of a mixtape. And like I said, you're right. If it was called a different name, then yeah, I could, it'd probably be better received. But it didn't flow as an album.
Did you see how Redman did Muddy Waters 2?
Yeah,
but that shit felt like Muddy Waters 2.
It sure did. And that was a great
even with Wiz Khalifa with the what's the sequel shit?
Yeah,
the what?
Cushion Orange Juice 2.
The Cushion Orange Juice 2, like that sounded like Cushion Orange Juice 2. Like, so like that's the thing about making sequels. If you're gonna make a sequel, it has to have the same type of vibe or have that vibe built upon it. Like
exactly,
Ghostface shit ain't feel like that.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I get, you know, like I say, you know, sometimes you just do shit because you want to get paid or whatever, or sometimes it's like, you know, you have a lot of unreleased joints that you just want to get them out and clear them. Like, I get it, but
you gotta manage them shits better, man. That's what I be doing. Like,
but it's just weird coming from Ghostface, because Ghostface albums, for the most part, they follow some sort of wild thing.
Yeah, they're cohesive and shit. Like,
yeah,
you're right.
I mean, Ghost was the last Wu member to really fall off. Like Ghost had a very consistent quality.
I mean, it figures the nigga who saved the Wu would be the last one to fall off.
Yeah, like, I mean, even when he did like the Wu Block albums and shit like that, he did his little thing. Like in the R&B joint, those were still on point albums. It took Ghost a while to fall off, and it's mostly because his voice changed.
So, and I don't even think he fell off in that sense where like he's whack or nothing. Like, cause
he just aged, you know, he just kind of, you know, as age goes by, you know. I know hip hop now is this year kind of changed the narrative with old heads and rap music, you know, because for the longest time I felt like hip hop was the only genre that was ageist, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
In terms of being old, oh, he's old, you know, but you know, the Clips album and you know, a lot of the older rappers, you know, Freddie Gibbs is one of the better rappers and he's like 41, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, LL Cool J, I mean, his last album was actually pretty nice, like, you know, for
nigga had a dope appearance, nigga had a dope feature from Sweetie, like, bro, like,
the narrative luckily the narrative
like, nigga, you made Sweetie sound nice, like,
I mean, I shout out Nas too with his run, you know, him being like 50 and dropping all them shits too. So.
But I feel like the culture also, like, with that also kind of positioning like the culture back into like respecting lyricism again.
Mm-hmm.
Bars are mattering again. Yeah,
bars because bars always mattered, but not in the sense of like at the forefront. Bars, it would be like the flow, you know, would overtake niggas in the harmonies and shit. That's why you had so many niggas with the little druggy rap, drug user rap.
Right.
And we on the bottle chilling, nigga, like a model, and a nigga get the DVD. What?
Because look at the thug. You know, like the thug shit came and went. None of us talked about that shit, and I know we wouldn't either. But I'm just saying, like that thug shit back a few years ago, that thug shit would have stuck. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that Young Thug had dropped that one song and he was sounding like he aged like a motherfucker. Like that shit wasn't sounding good. Like that nigga was sounding like good. Remember that shit was on the Kali, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, I think he was dissing somebody too. Like, no, that Young Thug song was not it. The beat was hard, but he was really sounding like somebody's uncle trying to rap. Like, like I don't know, that shit just not hit. Like the video, like, and the thing is, like. That's as a solo song. He didn't sound bad when he was on that song with Lil Baby and Future. Like, I think that was the first song he came back with. I was like, okay, Young Thug sounded dope. Like he had a nice verse, he had a decent verse on this. But it's when he made that song by himself and he rapped, that shit, yeah. Like, I don't know. Like the whole vibe, the swag, everything was just off about that shit. Probably almost like the worst sounding a nigga could sound after coming out of being locked up so long. Because remember, Boosie came back and he was sounding better than that. Like this nigga, like Young Thug, sounded horrible on that fucking song.
Yeah, Marquis said he was sounding like Midwest Cannabis.
Yeah, like what the like. Just imagine that, like nigga, like somebody's uncle, Midwest Cannabis, a nigga who's trying to have bars. He's trying to dress like he's young because he had a video too. Shit was off as fuck, nigga. Like, nah. Yeah.
So I mean, I welcome this. Like, if we get like more, I'm not even saying even like Mass Appeal so far has just been. I think they're just releasing like East Coast shit, East Coast legend shit, and who knows? You know, Nas will probably branch that shit out. But yeah,
passing on the I ain't gonna lie, I'm passing on the Big L shit. I'm sorry. I mean, Big L, rest in peace. He didn't have a classic.
Man, you Pilot, what the fuck is like? Nigga, if we get some unreleased Big L.
He didn't classic when he was alive, and 26 years later, what can they possibly do? I'm sorry, unless y'all say it's good, I might give it a spin if y'all.
Well, I mean, Mass Appeal, like, there's 3 more. I think there's 3 more releases for this year. Like they got that the Big L shit is coming out in 2 weeks, give or take. And then they have De La Soul, which I'm interested in. I mean, I love De La Soul, so it's like I'm interested. And then they have the long-awaited Nas and Primo collab album. You know, so
I mean, if the AZ featuring on there, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But...
I mean, if there's no AZ feature on there, then I'm gonna be like, what the fuck are these niggas doing? Like, seriously. Like,
at least get Cormega as a consolation prize or something.
Or Nature,
or Nature or something, nigga. Like,
yeah, I mean,
anyway,
yeah, Nas and Nature, Nas and AZ, like are almost like Nas and Nature is so underrated as a combo because Nature was like, and I know Nas and AZ like go together like like peanut butter and jelly, pause or whatever like that. But Nas and
Nature had their little era too.
Yeah, like I remember the Foundness freestyles and shit. Like Nature was spitting like he had something to prove. Like bro was like Nas was spitting. This was '96 Nas, and Nature was like holding his own and spitting crazy too. So yeah. you could bring back Nature.
But I can respect those releases, but Pilot be on some pot shit with this whole man.
Yeah,
Big L. I don't want to hear that Big L. Like no, like what's your problem, nigga?
I mean, my only thing with and Big L is one of my favorite rappers. Like but my only thing with the Big L album is. I mean, I want to see. I mean, because I think a lot of Big L's unreleased shit seen the light of day in some fashion. So it's like, are we just gonna get like a Biggie duets type of album from him, or is there actually stuff from Big L that was never released?
That's my thing. Yeah, exactly.
Are they gonna be like unheard of or like shit that's like rare that you just all piecing it together?
Are we gonna hear verses? Are we gonna hear verses we've heard before over different beats and shit? I don't know. That's
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like now,
but I'll give it a try. I'm not one of these Pilot niggas who's gonna be like, nah, man. Like I'm glad Boots ain't call him out. I don't want to hear a Big L album. Like damn, nigga.
Yeah, like if it turns out that Big L actually had some gems in in his like
nigga acting like Pat.
I mean, I'm gonna listen to it. Like, I mean, because I want
because you know how you be so picky about shit. Like, that's how Pilot acted tonight. Like, like, nah, nigga. I'm glad he didn't do this. Like, I'm glad that nigga ain't do his homework. Fuck that nigga. Like, he don't need an A+. He need to be like me. Like,
yeah, but definitely shout out to Nas and Mass Appeal for doing this. Like, I mean, like I hope they continue to do this, but I hope they do branch out, just not the East Coast legends and shit like that. Like,
yeah, we need like a Mac 10 album.
Yeah, Mac 10 album, my nigga.
You give us maybe a Lady of Rage album, maybe a Cool G rap album. I don't know.
Well, actually, this RZA's supposed to be putting together a Juice Cruise album, which of course is gonna be Cool G rapping, Big Daddy Kane, and Roxanne Shante and all of them. So that's where
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those. It was one of those. Like I didn't see that happening in 2025. So I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, I would love to see a Mass Appeal Cool G rap album because Cool G rap hasn't really fallen off rapping wise. He hasn't. So yeah, I would love to. I would love to see that too.
I'm gonna get to the spirit.
Hey, and maybe we get a Nas AZ duets album too, because that's been long fucking overdue. Like niggas have been asking for that.
Yeah, like oh my goodness, like all you need is like give me a Havoc beat, give me some Alchemist joints.
Yeah, get a Primo joint.
Yeah, some Primo joints.
Get maybe if you got to tap into the
give me a Pete Rock joint.
LES.
Speaking of Primo and Nas, we definitely have to review Primo and Nas are dropping one. So.
Oh yeah, no, we absolutely, of course we will.
So Primo did drop the rapper Rock Marciano that was kind of but I'm just saying, but Nas and Primo should be.
Yeah, no, Nas.
Bring Track Masters back if you can.
Yeah, exactly. Like all you need, because I mean, clearly right now at this point of their career, like I mean, AZ's talking about doing another. Was it another Do or Die? I think, or is it? Or am I tripping? I think because I know he said he announced another one.
Is it Do or Die 3 or some shit?
Something like that. Yeah, because he announced that. Like, but I was like, nah, like, bro, like, just get with Nas, get weed and Henny, whatever you niggas be, doing these days to get your lyrics right, and then just knock out some songs.
This nigga talking like he a producer. Like nigga, I don't give a fuck what it takes. Get your ass in the booth. Stop looking in the mirror, brushing your waves, and fucking rap. Like, god damn, nigga, like.
I mean, bro, honestly.
I guess when you're 6'3", you can talk like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Marquise, the Big L shit, like, you know, they ain't no food in my fridge, just body parts. I mean, that would be type of crazy if they get some of the horrorcore shit that Big L used to spit, and then you put it over some of this modern production.
If it sounds good, like, hey, make it work. Like, if they could make it work, it's all fair in love, like fair in love and war, man. Like, it's an execution, bro. That's all it is.
I mean, I'm sure they're gonna release the track list soon because I mean, the bits of information I got from that Big L shit is, I mean, there are supposed to be some surprises on there, so we may get an actual, like, a truly unreleased shit from like L that even that was never even leaked or it's not out unmastered.
It'd be dope to get Cam and Mace on it. Like, I feel like, yeah, I mean, like, if you just gonna put songs together, like, you know, get them niggas on it.
Oh, speaking of Cam and Mace too, I think one of them mentioned that they've actually recorded an album, Cam and Mace. So,
word.
Yeah, and I was just
I feel like that's like the newer era of Nas and AZ that never happened.
It's a shame though, because, you know, Cam and Mace are probably my favorite rappers. Just like Mace was my first favorite rapper, Cam's one of my favorites. It's just kind of unfortunate they had all that beef all those years, and we missed on so much music in their, you know, during the early 2000s. And, you know, since it's a bummer. It's travesty.
I mean, because, you know, the business got in the way, and then, you know.
I mean the beef. They had the beef, right? Because Mace didn't show. You know, they were like, they're literally friends. I mean, shout out, because I watch their podcast all day, you know, every day. You know, they were childhood friends. Like, they knew each other since kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were in this. Yeah, they came. You know, they go back to the sandbox. Yeah, so
they literally playing ball in high school together. But I'm saying, like, they had that beef that, you know, Mace didn't show up to the horse and carriage, and, you know, Cam, you know, he ran away. You know, Mace left, and Cam, you know, Cam.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mace, you know, the Bad Boy era, Mace had, you know, Mace was rubbing people the wrong way, a lot of people the wrong way. You know, like, there's a reason why he retired after his second album, because, you know, Mace was, you know, he was reckless. I mean, there was a lot of shit that Mace was doing that he shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put it all out there like that. But if you know, you know.
Yeah, like, you know, like Mace, you know, Mace was a wild boy once he got put on.
Think about it. I was born in 89. 98, Mace was popping. Like, you can imagine, I was buying them singles, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Mace was blown. Mace was popular as fuck during that time. Like, he was a dog. After Biggie died, he took that mantle.
Yeah, I mean, a lot, like, Harlem rappers got a lot of, like, ridiculous beef. Like, Mace and Big L had beef.
I heard Big L was an asshole. Goddamn, they aired out Big L. Rest in peace, Big L. But
they aired out Big L. Like,
I don't feel like they did it intentionally. I think they were just doing it in a way where it's like, yo, like, that's my man's, but
he wasn't. You couldn't trust him.
Well, no. Mace and Big L had legit beef. Cam and L were cool. Like, you know. Like,
the Mace and L shit was more on some, like, jealousy. Wasn't no full, I see you in the streets, I'm gonna beat your ass type of beef. It was just like your little man's get a better look than you when he get his chance.
Yeah.
That was like, he could almost son you now.
Yeah. That's basically what it was, and that's
so that dynamic's a little different. You remember Mace was in the fucking with the MVP video, or was the other one he was in one of L's videos?
Yeah, he was in the MVP video. Yeah. So
like these niggas know each other than the children of the corn shit. So
so it was just unfortunate, like, because I mean,
they both testified to that nigga lining people up and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, they were on because I watch the show every day. They were talking about how Big L set up Mace to get robbed. You know, like, straight up, like.
Then Fat Joe confirmed it in the whole. Yeah, like,
supposedly Big L is a grimy ass nigga, but, you know.
There was a lot of. I mean, they were both doing some grimy shit, like, you know. So that's the whole reason. Like, I mean,
the way niggas used to say to me, back in the day, he was like the Soldier Slim of New York, of Harlem. And I was like, damn, you put it like that, yeah, damn. One of them niggas that's like a known villain who's like always getting in this shit, like.
Yeah. And in truth, and when L shit drops, you know, and like I said, you know, we'll probably touch upon it too, because like I said, L's story has, you know, I mean, we've touched upon Big L's story and shit like that too. Like, I mean, it's a sad story, because it's like, you know, basically he didn't leave the street shit alone, and, you know, that's what got him. So it's like,
Yeah, the whole that's why Street Struck is such an ironic song.
Hell yeah, like
it's a great
like,
record.
damn,
It's
bro,
a
that's
fucking
you,
great.
nigga.
It's a great record. It's a great record. But yeah, it definitely.
Yeah, classic. I love that song. You know.
Yeah, no, but but yeah, if Mason Cam wants to put out an album, like it's the time to do it. Like
Yeah, because it's like everybody likes the Mace dynamic more than the Jimmy dynamic. Like Cam and Jimmy was like Batman and Robin, but like Cam and Mace is more like Batman and Nightwing. Like,
yeah, because I think because Mace can still spit, and then Mason Cam will actually bring out the best in each other in their rapping. Like they won't be like so it's
like I feel like you need Mace to make Cam really spit like he give a damn.
Right. Because
whereas like I don't think it's the other way around. Like
right.
Because remember on that one, what's that song video they had with Jadakiss where they was about to go on tour and they dropped something. All them niggas are spitting on that shit. Mace came off nice on that.
Hell yeah.
I think it's a 3-headed something or
I mean, Cam's
Pilot probably know what I'm talking about.
Cam's voice kind of ruined, but they be
it ain't the, yeah, it ain't.
They be
I'm gonna say ruined. Damn.
I mean, like this is a little. It's like it's not the same, but they be dropping freestyles and sounding sharp as fuck with the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like that's they can. So yeah, like I mean, if they have that, they've been recording joints. Yeah, release that shit. Like I mean, it's the era for it now. Like
and answer Omar. What's his name?
Omar
Cuba Gooding Jr. brother.
Yeah.
Answer that nigga. Like y'all instead of doing all the shenanigans, nigga. Barty, get back to answering niggas with bars. Like at least I give Cardi B that. Like the rap chicks at least is answering niggas back in bars. Like the niggas be on tweets and videos and Vlad interviews and shit.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Like nah, like start rapping back at these motherfuckers. Y'all rappers, right? That's like we want boxers to start fighting each other and stop tweeting and interviews and shit.
Facts. Also,
like, make the fights, nigga, down. Y'all hate each other, right? Like,
yeah.
Damn, but yeah, I ain't really got much else to say. Like, it's a good episode.
Yeah, no, this was a good show and everything like that. So, we'll be back Sunday night. We're just kind of finalizing a new interview. So stay tuned. We'll probably by tomorrow or Friday. Depending.
Yeah, definitely. I would say definitely by Friday. If earlier, but definitely by Friday, we're gonna start promoting and then let y'all know who that interview is. Right, Pat? Like that kind of
Yeah. I just gotta wait to confirm for tomorrow. I'll know by tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are the exact times so we can let people know.
So get everybody accustomed to the different time and I know because there's a certain mainstream sport that kind of catches attention during that time, but
yes.
But if some parlays hit, it'll be all good. Maybe that'll be a double win for niggas that day.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the plan. That's the plan for me.
Classic interview and some parlays hit, nigga. I'll be on the next day talking about so we're 6 games into the NFL season, and this is the update on niggas.
I'm due for a fucking win, so yeah, myself.
So definitely. But I don't want to give no hints, but they've had one of the better. That person has been part of one of the better fights we've had this year.
Absolutely.
So I'll just leave it at that. So y'all think it's good. Damn. So who's in the fight of the year? Who had a good ass fight?
Yeah,
David Morrell. Like, I want y'all to get to guess and think but yeah, definitely, we lined up another. We keeping the momentum going, man.
Right. So yeah, just tune in. It'll be definitely sometime Sunday evening.
For the culture.
Yeah, for the culture, boxing culture. So it's like,
boxing and hip hop culture.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, this was a good show. Shout outs to Mobb Deep for putting out a real the legend of rest in peace Prodigy for bringing up Havoc for keeping his memory alive, for Prodigy for having extra bars in the vault for for Alchemist, for always gatekeeping the Mobb's reputation and their music and shit like that, and for Nas for putting it on his record label. Overall, that Mobb Deep Infinite is a win. So yeah, full recommend. 8s, 9s, 10s. Whatever. Like either way, like it's enjoyable, and we all
2 8s and 110.
Yeah. It might be in the moment, but it's been a while since I've actually said. Like I said, I had an album that I replayed. Like I replayed it. Like so,
I mean, that's what's up. Sweet.
Yeah.
But dope ass album. Like y'all go check that out.
Yeah. But yeah, so for myself, Pat Scorpio, New England representative. For LB Shuttleworth, the God, the GOAT artist. For King People, for Conscious Pilot. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk Wednesday Night Convo. As always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.